We going live. We going live. Let's get it.
Let's get it. Let's get it.
Who's coming with me? This is Xion, the source now. Taking over the game, put it on padlock. With a better roster, six to play the lobster. Let the biggest hate for revenge will never stop us. This is Xion, the source now. Taking over the game, put it on padlock. With a better roster, six to play the lobster. Let the biggest hate for revenge will never stop us. Kill the cancer, you can call me a sick assassin. Cut the chains, you can call me LeBron James. Make a decision, but you never had me in derision. Changing the vision, but more them that cause division. For real, never in submission like I need permission. Niggas steady telling lies like a politician. Nigga need to cool it down, but we the new edition. Yes. Yeah, the name is the source. Check the reinvention. For real, you think we not prepared for the fallout? Watch us stack this information. Watch
Yo,
Rude boy.
source in the building. SUC gang. We back at it like we never left, man. We back at it like we never left. Back-to-back content. We've been busy all weekend and then rolled over to Monday. You know how it go. Y'all know how it go, man. So we got the fam in the building. We got the brother Xion back in the building from Firehouse Reasonings. We got a new brother. We got D1 in the building. Christos, y'all know the fam. King Seth, middleweight champion. And we got the Johnny Cochran of the Source in the building. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to just go around the panel before we get started with this preliminary. D1, man, let the people know who you are, man.
Oh, shalom, family. How y'all doing, man? This D1. Sometimes they call me D1 the African Knight, straight out of Louisiana. You know, where we keep that good old country food full of hot sauce. And I'm here to listen in on this preliminary of these two very intelligent brothers go at it and see if they can find a point of contention. Shalom, family.
All right, my brother Christo in the building. Let's get it, Christos, man. Tell the people who you are, man.
Kind of the Source League all around. You know what I'm saying? I just come here to see it, see how it go down. Like he said, find the point of contention. And I'm sure they'll find something there. And, man, get the slugfest scheduled.
All right, we got my brother Yashub just stepped in the building. Tanks on the ground.
Shalom, family. Shalom, shalom. Salute, brother.
And we got our brother Jihad, the Johnny Cochran of the Holy Prophets, man. Let the people know who you are, bro.
It's your boy Jihad. It's your boy Jihad going hard in the yard with a Barry report called a ham on a ham mic, man. That's right, Johnny Cochran of the Holy Prophet, Johnny Cochran of the Source, man. It's always a pleasure to be here, man. You know what I'm saying? Amongst my brothers, man, amongst everybody who, you know what I'm saying, gonna be here tonight, man. Don't get to like, subscribe, and share. We're gonna have a good time, man. You know what I'm saying? 10 toes down, tanks on the ground, baby. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello, man. What's up, Yashub? Yeah. Well, since Jihad went and we still alive, and the brother ain't he out, y'all know who I am, King Self. One thing I want y'all to know, I want to welcome my brother. Man, say we been down like four flats on the Cadillac for a minute. Man, one of the original heretics. You understand? One of the original ones that laid this foundation down, man. I want to welcome my brother D1 from going from bad boy to coming to death row. You know what I'm talking about, baby? It's about that time you came over here, you know what I'm saying, to death row. You know what I'm talking about? Hey, them boys was over there dancing in the videos. looking all good and pouring champagne. But you know, hey, we got square business over here. You understand? But watch this here though. I'm a Gold Coast gorilla. I'm finna start that. That's a new thing. Gold Coast gorilla, the source, middleweight champ, sourced up, click SUC. Y'all know how I get down. Hey, y'all look forward to my brother D1 information, man. I'm telling you, the brother gonna come with it, man. You know what I'm saying? Welcome, D1. I've been waiting on you to come back, man. The heretics coming back, man. You know what I'm saying? We finna form this shit like Voltron, baby. You know what I'm talking about? But let's get it, just fool. Let's talk.
All right, man. I'm sorry about
Hey,
that.
hey, I'm rocking with that Gold Coast gorilla, bro. I like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm rocking with
Fire.
that.
Oh yeah, hey, y'all Gold Coast, y'all 1,500 years, and that's y'all home too. Even though y'all might not be from there like that, but say, man, that's y'all second home, bro. You know what I'm saying? Say, look out, y'all Gold Coast gorillas too. You did.
Absolutely. That's why I'm rocking with you. What you talking about? I'm with it.
All right, what we at? We introduced everybody on the panel.
Not except for me.
All right, then we got my brother Xion from Firehouse Reasoning, man. This brother been holding it down. He ain't scared. He ain't running.
10
That
toes
brother said he
down.
want all the smoke, man. Let's get it.
All the smoke, all the smoke. You already know, you know what I'm saying? This is Zion Warchild, Zion, aka Zion Warren. You know what I'm saying? Firehouse Reasonings, Europa Report TV, you know what I'm saying? 10 toes down with debates, you know what I mean? And I'm about to bring the smoke all day, you know what I mean? I want the smoke all day. I want to debate, you know what I mean? I want to argue. I want to put out the information. You know what I mean? Firehouse Reasons. We about the unification of the information. Firehouse Records. That's what it is. And source and the source. Okay, we rock with the source.
I'm gonna tell you something, bro. If you about that smoke, my brother King himself, that's what he all about. That smoke, nigga. My nigga smoke on camera and smoke niggas on camera. You know what I'm saying?
King
Yeah.
Seth, he gave me the work. He gave me the work. I'm going to challenge him again. We're gonna have to do a round two. We're gonna find a whole topic,
The
and me
belt
and King Seth,
stays in Texas.
we gonna clarify the situation.
Third coast in the house, baby. The
Hey,
belt stays
we
in
definitely
Texas.
can't let the belt go to New York. We definitely can't.
All three of
NYC
the
is in the
belt.
building, B.
Hey,
Uptown, Long Island. We in the building right now, baby.
Are you from Long Island? Man, I'm a Wu-Tang fan, but tonight I'm not.
Yeah, I'm a LI baby, man. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not a
I'm a
Wu-Tang fan.
Wu child.
I've been a Wu-Tang fan my whole life, but tonight I'm not a Wu-Tang fan. I'm not messing with I'm not messing with Method Man. I'm not messing with
that's
Red.
right.
None of them. You know what I'm saying?
Right. My nigga
Bro.
Yashub keeping it real. Talk your shit, my nigga.
Come on, Yashub. Drop your science.
All right, man. Y'all know what it is. Yashub in the building. Scholastic Bully. We back at it again. You know, this brother right here, like I said, I respect this brother because unlike many of y'all trolls on the internet, you know what I'm saying? Y'all just hide behind the keyboard. This brother ain't gonna hide. This brother gonna step up to the plate and swing them things, man. You know what I'm saying? He ready to fight. Where y'all at? I'm waiting for y'all to step up, man. This brother, like I said, man, I respect him, man. But no further ado, I gotta talk to you, Zion. We gonna have to talk about this, man.
All right,
You know
we gonna bring them things like an orangutan.
Hey, man, we gonna have to talk, man. You know what I'm saying? Listen, my brother Zion said we all come from everything in the planet, plants, animals. We all come from a single cell organism or microbes. Am I misrepresenting you, Zion?
You are correct in your assessment, my brother. You have stated my facts correctly. Yes, you are correct. We did come from all living things and single-celled organisms was the dust of the earth that the scripture spoke about when it talked about the formation of Adam.
Hey, let me say one thing for you. Let me say one thing. Just keep in mind, man, the study from I've done, or y'all can research this. The Most High, God, Allah, or whatever, He created Himself from atoms. He created Himself from atoms. To check that out, but just keep that in mind. You're talking about evolution, and He created this, and how did God create Himself? Because my daughter asked me, she said, "Well, Dad, if God created us, who created God?" God
That was a
created
great
Himself
question.
from atoms. He created
daughter
Himself from atoms. He created Himself from atoms. That was my stepdaughter. You know, but
She's very bright. She's a very that was one of the best questions a child could ask.
Hey,
I
Zion.
believe what she just asked you was one of the most intellectual questions a child could ask. You give her that.
And I had an answer.
Give her that for Uncle Zion, brother. Give her
Okay,
that
and I
for
had
that
an answer.
Hey, hold on,
And I had
y'all.
an answer.
Hold on real quick, Zion.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I got a message for you, man.
All right. You say you know you done fucked up, right?
You know you done fucked up, don't you? You know you done
No,
fucked up.
brother. I'm the one that wears the suit and the tie, bro. You sitting on the other side of the table right now. You know you done fucked up, right? Yeah. I love it.
Hey,
all right.
You know what time it is.
So
let me say this for
explain
y'all.
to me, brother Yashub. Brother Yashub, explain to me, please. I'm asking for Source League, for the Source League brothers and the folks, you know what I'm saying, watching, and the Firehouse team. How in it do you see that we were somehow molded by some magical hands from outer space, formed into a clay figure, and then breathed air into? Do you believe that is literal, or do you believe that is allegorical?
Let me answer that question.
No. Hold on, Jihad. This is my preliminary. I'll let you get in later. Let me answer this question.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Let Yashub, and then you can come in, and then I'll come in and I'll do my math.
Yeah. We're gonna open the panel after we settle our debate title and date and everything, and everybody can, free for all. I don't mind. I just want to get this on the record.
Yes, sir.
Now, when we deal with that type of language, that's metaphorical language. So I don't take that as hands, two big hands coming out the sky and scoping up some dirt and then compacting it. I believe that's just a euphemism or a metaphor for him explaining what his engineers or his angels, quote unquote, did in designing and crafting and molding what we call human beings. You understand? And molding what we call animals, beasts of the field, or what have you. I believe they were designed and created and crafted. I don't believe that they were spoken to existence. I don't believe that hands came out the sky and started crafting it on some Pixar movie stuff. I don't believe that. You understand? I believe that the people that are responsible, if you can even use that word, or the powers that are responsible for creating life on the earth were highly intelligent beings, and these highly intelligent beings constructed life on the earth. It wasn't magic. Now, I will say this. What's magic is a single cell organism. A single cell organism transforming itself into everything we see on planet Earth today. That's plants, that's fish, that's land animals, avian animals, you name it. Everything we see on Earth coming from a single cell organism. You want to talk about magic? That is magical. For a fish to become an amphibian, an amphibian to become a reptile to become a mammal, dinosaurs becoming birds. All of this stuff is some Pixar, Walt Disney, Nickelodeon, Nick at Night, you name it, whatever Cartoon Network, BS. You see what I'm saying? And that's my response. My response to that question, and I'm throwing it back at you, is the real magic is in Darwinian, what they call Darwinian evolution. You might not subscribe to that title, that name, nomenclature.
Yeah,
but what
I rebuke Darwin.
Hold on. I'm going to my brothers.
Common ancestry is what I'm against. saying everything, the birds, the bananas, and humans share a common ancestor, and we all descend from a single cell organism. That's magical. That's very magical. A banana could become a bird. The same thing that produced a banana can become a bird. So my question is, how do you answer for all of the magical, fanciful transformations that you would need to create the diverse life that we witness on Earth, brother?
I can answer that question for you, brother. What is
Go
my
ahead, go ahead, and then I'll respond back. Go ahead, brother Jihad.
Okay, can y'all hear me?
Loud and clear, brother.
Okay. It's many gods, but it's only one supreme God.
Hold on, Jihad. You gotta let them pan out this debate, fam.
Okay, I'll go when the free fall time. I'll go at the end.
Okay, all right, cool.
Yeah,
I'll go at the end. I didn't know. I'll go at the end.
So
we try to hash it out.
Let me add some flame to the fire here. Okay. First and foremost, every single animal that you named, okay? Every single animal that you named, from fishes, dinosaurs, I don't remember all of the names of the animals you named. You said that these things, the diversity of them could not have come from a single-celled organism, but every single one of them begin in the womb or in the egg as a single-celled organism that splits. Okay? So we understand that when your father's sperma reached your mama's egg, the moment that her egg was fertilized, it became a single-celled organism and then split like mitosis, right? We know what mitosis is, the splitting of cellular into multicellular, right? So to even ask that question and to state that it is some magical thing is to assume that every single baby and every single life form, even down to plant life in a seed that begins with a fertilization and a single cell splitting into multicellular structures that create those species and special types is somehow magical is absolutely absurd, my brother Yashub. And you're a brilliant man. However, in this specific context, what you're missing is something called phylogeny. Ontogeny recapitulates phylogeny. What does that mean? That means that there is a fingerprint, there is a precursor, there is a forensic paper trail that leads back to the origins of something inside of their development, their gestation. Okay? This lets you know that single cell organisms can, in fact, develop into complex multicellular organisms. It happens every time somebody wants to get their groove on listening to Luther Vandross.
Okay. All right. So you just bamboozled and pulled the wool over everybody's eyes.
Hey, hold on, Yashub. Can I ask you a question?
No, King Self. That I want to open the panel to everybody.
Hold on, hold tight. I want to hear Yashub's reply to that response.
Oh, okay, my bad.
I promise y'all, we can have
good, brother. It's all good. We all gonna chop it up in a second, but let me and Yashub hash this out for a second.
Okay. When you look, you just looking at the single cell in quotation, sperm and egg. Those are two separate cells coming together. And what also you're missing a data point. You're missing that what's in these two cells is the code called genetics or genomes that create you and I. Information has to be put in the sperm cell. Where did that information come from? This is why I say Darwinian evolution. You don't subscribe to that nomenclature, but this is what they what the world recognizes as Darwinian evolution, a naturalistic approach to all of the organisms on this earth. You're missing the information. There's a code in your DNA that's within your sperm, that's within your sex chromosomes, that create all of the living beings that we see on earth. All of the humans, all of the animals. Where did that code come from? This is why I say this stuff is Walt Disney. This code just popped up into existence. The code to create an eyeball just popped up into existence. The code to create a single cell, an amoeba, the ribosomes, the nucleic acid, the mitochondria, that just popped into existence. Something had to craft, create, and curate this code to create everything that we see on Earth. Every living organism. See, you're just coming from a materialistic standpoint. Look at the material. No, but we have DNA. DNA is a 4-letter code. It's not a binary. It's a 4-letter code, very complex code that creates everything in your body, everything on the planet Earth, all of the living organisms, including plants, including bacteria, viruses. Everything has a genetic code. Where did that genetic code come from? If you're saying it just popped into existence, that's magic. That's Pixar. That's Walt Disney. That's Cartoon Network. You understand? I don't deal with that. We're dealing with scholarship over here. That's why I call it magic. It's unexplainable. It's more logical to say that someone engineered this. That's why they came up with panspermia. That's why they said, okay, maybe we weren't created by aliens from another galaxy or something. You know, a lot of scientists are coming to that conclusion because they cannot explain life with life itself from a purely naturalistic or materialistic standpoint. You can't do it. You need someone to create the genetic code that builds life, that builds eyeballs, that builds light receptors in your eyes to perceive vision. A highly intelligent being or beings had to do this. There's no other way. Random globs is not going to create an eyeball. The eyeball is one of the most complex things in organisms. It's not going to create something to fly. It takes a mathematician to make an airplane fly. You think it's just going to randomly happen? So my question is, how do you overcome the insurmountable number of discrepancies with this naturalistic model of evolution? Go.
Bam. All right. So first and foremost, let's go back to the eyeball argument. Understand that scientists have already charted how the eye, the human eye, and the mammal eye, and the eye of the amphibian, the eye of the fish, the eye even going down to microbial organisms, multicelled organisms that have the ability to see underwater, and animals that have the ability to see upon land or in air, right? Your eye, number one, if you think that some divine being who you are created in the image of created your eyes, he is the suckiest person to ever create an eyeball. Because your human eye cannot do what other species of animals do. Okay? A eagle can see its prey. A python has the ability of sight through heat, through temperature. Okay? Bats can see through sonic waves as well as certain species of aquatic life forms. The eye, the human eye, is one of the most fallible. One of the reasons why is because your human eye does not see every single radial of light form, okay? Whereas a snake, a python, can see heat temperatures, see signatures with the pits and the eyes. They can see the heat and the physical body with their eyes and the pits that cause them to be able to see heat, like the predator. Okay? Then you have eagles who can look and they can see as far down on the ground. They can be flying at least 100 feet, 200, 300 feet in the air, and be able to see a rodent at night running across the plain and swoop down and snatch it up. The human eye is so fallible that most human beings need glasses at some point in time. Tell me what animal that you know that is a survivor that needs glasses. Tell me one animal that needs a dentist. Okay, so let's understand that the human body is not perfect. Okay, there is a nerve ending coming from one side of your ear that stretches all the way down as close as your heart and reaches up to the other side of your ear. And this is why if somebody snaps a human person's neck, they can totally die, because that one nerve ending is connected to so many other neural synaptors that a snap of your neck would cause you to literally shut off. It's like an off switch. This is not intelligent design. This is the errors of evolution. Now, going back into what you said about single-celled organisms and such, understand this. Single-celled organisms, lower species, they all have their errors, and they all have certain things that have caused them to be able to survive. This is not a design, because it took almost billions of other species to absolutely become extinct before these small errors were corrected. And the only reason why they survived is because they had a slight advantage. Something inside their DNA that caused their eyes to be a certain way gave them an advantage. Certain things that caused in their DNA to have the ability to see heat and such for hunting, that gave them the ability to hunt and survive. Our human ancestors, there are more dead human gene pools than there are living. Understand that when you say that this is a design that is faulty, when there is a rolling of dice that can be proven throughout history and throughout the extinct species of mammals and all the extinct species in general on the earth, outnumber the living ones.
All right, let's go. I don't want you to guess, Gal.
Right.
Let's get it.
All right, let's go. Let's get it.
Let me talk about what you made, the statements you made about the eyeball. It's just erroneous. And for you to disrespect the complexity of the human eye, it just doesn't, it blows my mind. And then you gave glory to and credence to design when you brought up the hawk eye or the falcon eye. That just tells you how intricate their eyes are, and you would need a designer. That helps my argument. Secondly, we don't fly, Xion. We wouldn't need a hawk's eye. We don't prey on small rodents from 100 miles in the sky. We don't do that. So why would we need that as an eyesight feature? And why would we need to see heat vision when we don't prey we don't prey on prey at night, and we're not looking in the ground. We're not digging and burying in the ground. We don't need none of those features. You have to argue functionality. This is why I said this is all magical, fanciful stuff when you're dealing with this naturalist model of evolution. It's very magical because all of the things you were saying were fanciful, but you were really giving credence to design. The snake was designed to behave the way it behaves. It was given heat vision. It wasn't trial and error, and it finally got heat vision. You know what would happen if it was trial and error? It would have starved, and if it starves, it dies out. It can't reproduce and make subsequent progeny, right? Its line would end. It wouldn't be any damn snakes. Now, so that discards that argument about the eye. That just gives more credence and boosts my claim of a designer. Now, I want to deal with the dead animals and the extinct animals. It's called catastrophic events. All of the animals, majority of the strata on the earth of dead and extinct animals, including dinosaurs, are buried in mud or encased in mud called sedimentary layers. To have mud, you got to have water. You understand? That's consistent with the catastrophic event that we find in the Bible. So that's what took care of all those animals and made all those animals extinct. That doesn't help your art. See, why do people that are naturalists and try to push evolution try to use death to explain evolution? No, you need to show life to explain evolution. You got to show life creating these complex creatures. You can't show me an animal, a rodent, for example, because this is what they teach, turning into all placental mammals. That involves elephants, apes, that involves humans, that involves swirls, that involves everything you can think of that has a placenta. Everything you can think of. You cannot show me that. That's why you had to go that route you just went when we were discussing that. You know what I'm saying? And all you did was bolster the claim of design, because you need a designer to create the snake eye, you need a designer to create the hawk eye, and you need the designer to create all of the set of eyeballs. The octopus eye, so octopus eye is better than human beings. We don't live 10,000 feet underneath the sea. We don't need that type of eyeball. If you take an octopus out of the ocean and have it, let his eye get exposed to the same atmosphere we get exposed to, it's going to be porous. So his eye was designed for him to live in the ocean. Everything you said gave credence to design. And when you look at a purely naturalistic model, you need magic to fill in the gaps. You need magic to turn rodents to all placental mammals. You need magic to make a single cell organism become all life that we see on the earth, including plants, humans, animals, you name it. Everything you see, bacteria coming from a single, you need magic for that. And then where did the single cell organism come from? What created the information? You're just going to ignore information? I brought that up before. You're just going to ignore the information? Someone had to come up with that genetic code, or it just popped up into existence. Magic. That's magic. Abracadabra. And there it was. So again, I'm going to ask you again, Xion, how do you get past these discrepancies? Go ahead. It's yours.
Bang, bang. Bang, bang, bang. Watch this. First and foremost, understand this. Do you know that when your eyes are underwater, you see better than you do outside of the water? Do you realize that the reason why your eyes have to be always saturated with fluids is because your eye is still fallible, because of the simple fact that it did not properly and fully evolve from the lower species that lived under the water. Your eye needs water for you to see. If your eyes get dry, you can't see jack. It becomes blurry. If you go underneath the water and open your eyes when you swim, you will see better than you do on the land, because your eyes literally evolved from the eyes of aquatic species of animals and did not really change much. Okay, so there's no designer that fixed the problem. The problem is still there. This is why people need glasses to this day. Okay, the glasses are replicating a magnifying effect that happens under water. Your eyes are aquatic eyes. Now, going back to what you said about magic, when you said, oh, the angels made this and design, and they helped God design this, that, and the other. First and foremost, understand that when we talk about the word angel, El is the key factor in this. So we talk about Elohim, the angels, the Son of God, the Elo, right? Understand that the word El also corresponds to the elements. Understand that the elements are the angels that you speak of. These are not dudes with wings and hair on their legs and beards and flying around with swords and bird wings. All of these things are symbolic to actual elemental forces, nitrogen, carbon, oxygen, iron, silver. All of these things are the elements. So when you try to make this a magical thing with all kinds of dichotomies of angelic beings fighting wars or flying with wings and swords, and they're wearing sandals and armor and flying around killing each other in the war of the Lord. What you're missing the understanding of is that the angels are representations of the elements. Okay? There's elements in the whole universe. All of the universe has elements, and all of these elements have the capacity to give and bring forth life. Now, when we're talking about humans, we're not stating that humans are perfect. You said it. Well, why would a human need the eyes of an eagle? Well, unfortunately, the eagle doesn't need the eyes of the eagle would suffer for the eyes of a human because of his environment. Adaptation causes a species or species to either become extinct or survive based upon their adaptations. An eagle can see a certain way because his environment is in the sky. A human sees a certain way because his environment is upon land. However, every single mammal that's on the land can see better than a human being. Every single mammal that is on land has better teeth than we do. So let's go to even to the reptiles. Reptile doesn't get a toothache. The tooth falls out, grows another one.
Oh,
The eyes and the ability for a reptile to see with heat vision helps him to see at night so that he can see other threats and prey.
Okay.
Okay?
All right. So
Everything, hold on, let me just finish this last statement. One more sentence.
Go ahead.
So all of these things that you're claiming to be magical, I think that you have the argument just a bit twisted. The magical idea is that somebody created all these things.
Wow.
The actual logical argument is that these things were adaptations. And I put a period on it and
Put a
concede.
period on it. Put a period on it, because that was very magically stated how you said that. Very wonderful, very Disney-esque. Wow. I don't go to my Ford Fusion and say the most logical way this Ford Fusion was created was by itself. It evolved into a Ford Fusion. I don't say that. Nobody says that.
Maybe you should try it. Maybe we should try it. It might make more sense.
No. Abracadabra. No, we're not doing the abracadabra with organisms. We're not. It makes more sense for somebody to design this stuff, and you still haven't answered where the information came from, which I find very interesting that you never even attempted to touch on that. Where the information? Hold on. Where the information came from for the eyeball? Where the information come from for the nervous system, the digestive system? Where did the information come from for the respiratory system? Where did the information come from to even build these body plans in the first place? I don't see it anywhere in the paleontological record that we see these intermediary fossils between each animal. We don't see that. We don't see land animals becoming aquatic animals in the fossil record. We don't see it. They just pop up into existence with full body forms, full body plans, the way they were meant to live in their ecology, the way they were meant to live there. We don't see them just having these little bitty minute steps to create these new species. Like you said, the bird evolved his eye to see far and see its prey and hunt. The snake evolved these things. So damn, he got to wait 1 million years to eat because he needs these features and attributes so he can survive. If he doesn't get it, he dies. And these things take millions of years according to the naturalists. You mean to tell me, okay, the whale came from a land animal. So he was a land animal first, and he started swimming, and he had to wait 1 million years to get a blowhole? He had to wait 1 million years to... Hold on. That don't make any sense. In order for a whale to reproduce, it has to have a system to keep its genitals cool. Because if a land animal stayed in water like that, it would not be able to reproduce. End of the line. You have no evolution if you can't reproduce. So you're waiting millions and millions of years to get these these features that you need to survive. It makes no sense. And how do you get any of these body plans in the first place? You haven't answered the simple question, where does the information to build these organisms come from? See, this is what happens with you naturalists. You naturalists just pretend like, okay, we have the animals. Now we're just going to explain evolution. Oh, I'm asking you, where the hell these damn animals come from? Where the information for the single cell organism come from? It just came into existence. It just came into existence. You know what we call that? Magic. That's magic. You can't get around that. You need a whole lot of magic to make naturalistic evolution work. You don't need magic to make someone engineer life. You don't need magic for that. That makes more sense. That's physics. That's what that is. That's math and physics. You're saying, oh, no, that's magical. But a land animal becoming a whale ain't magical to you? This sounds like the princess kissed the damn frog. I mean, the prince kissed the frog. The frog turned to a damn prince. That's what it sounds like you're giving us. So can you please tell me, where did this information come from? Go.
All right. Slow your roll, brother. Like I said, these things are a toss of the dice. Now, early in the Earth's development, when the first single-celled organisms began to form, 90% of these organisms died, and then there was genetics that began to form the capacity to survive in their environment. Understand this, okay? Every single thing that we deal with when it comes to animals that exist now, animals that existed in the past, has to do with adaptation, their ability to adapt to their environment. Their cellular structures were playing dice, and some of them did not make it, and some of them did. And those genetic traits were passed on thousands to millions, millennia, thousands of years to millions of years. Certain things died off because they were non-functional. They were obsolete because they did not. And certain things did. Okay? One of the things with the dinosaurs were as big as they were because the environment of the earth was quite different than what it is now. So what gave the ability for a flying dragonfly at the Paleolithic era or the Jurassic period, the ability to grow to the size of an eagle? It was because of the oxygen, the levels of oxygen that were on the planet, the gravitational forces and the magnetic forces of the planet were different than they are today. When the Jurassic period ended, it ended due to a meteorological shower that caused the death of these species. Also, there were still large species. We still got alligators. Listen, I've been down south, Charleston, South Carolina. I saw alligators that were the size of buses. Not height-wise, but length-wise. Okay? Mouse, these are creatures that still are Jurassic in nature, especially when it comes to tortoises. Tortoises have lived, and tortoises can live almost 600, 700 years. What mind would design us to be lesser than the other species? It's not a design, it's survival, it's adaptation, it's genetics. This is not magic, because I stated that something was able to evolve and gain an advantage out of thousands of other species that did not and became extinct is called roll of the dice. If you ever played craps, if you ever played CeeLo, most of the animals on the planet caught dookie, and the ones that we see today that still exist, like tortoises and alligators, got that 4, 5, 6. Okay? So it's not magic. It's not magic. What's magical, hold on, let me just finish my sentence. What's magical is to assume that they were flying dudes designing things. It's like the tooth fairy is coming to get my tooth and give me $100 for my tooth. Okay.
We don't know what those beings are, but let me just.
I'm telling you, they're the elements. They are the elements. They represent the elements.
Let me rewind that. Elements don't make shit by themselves. Elements don't just make organisms. That's
elements are always here.
That's fallacious. Element is not going to make life, man. That's fallacious.
Do you know what an octet rule is?
We can get into that. Let me say this.
Okay. All right. Go ahead. Go ahead and argue your case, and I'm gonna bring up the octet rule in a second.
Ladies and gentlemen, this brother did not touch on information. You need the genetic code to create body plans. You just said hold on, wait. You presume that genetic codes was already here. That's not telling me where genetic codes come from. He said, well, much stuff died and their genetic traits just magically correlates and made animals. Bro, that's not telling me where does information come from. And this is why I would always naturalistic evolution will always be in the category of magic, because you just out of nowhere information to build body plans just pop into existence. Out of nowhere, you have the information you need to build a single cell organism. Then you have the information you need to make plant life. Then you got the information you need to make fauna. Then you got the information you need to make megafauna. It just pops into existence with no explanation on nothing. This is all magical cartoon stuff. This is what this is. And then let me correct you on large animals living in the past. Megafauna lived with humans according to secular scientists. Animals that were bigger than 44 kilograms lived alongside humans. So that's not an argument. When we look into the paleontological record, the fossil record, we don't see any progression or any hints or any conclusive or concrete evidence of evolution, of macroevolution. We don't see dinosaurs becoming birds. And then I'm going to tell y'all something. That's a very magical story in itself. They said theropods, the two-legged dinosaurs, were jumping up and down until they developed flight. That's goddamn magic. They don't make no damn, they just jumping up and down, up and down. And then I don't know where the information popped out of nowhere and they were able to sprout fucking wings in the anatomy of a bird. You know what a bird's knee bone at? You know where it's at? It's in their side. Theropods, you can see where their knee is. It's not in their side. So they have to develop that knee inside of their body, right? For balance. Many birds have their knee inside of their body for balance purposes. This is all designed. If you're saying it's not, you believe in magic. You believe dinosaurs, theropods jump for millions of You niggas is silly, man. Dinosaurs jump for millions and millions of years and eventually develop flight, which makes no sense because you already have pterosaurs that already developed flight. So why not just say the pterosaurs became birds? This is the idiocy of the secular scientific liberal community. You understand? That's magical, brother. All of that's magical. And you still haven't told us where this information came from. Was it beamed into existence? Did a magical force from the Big Bang blow a gust of fucking information into the cells and they were able to build body plans? Because that's an integral part of evolution. Where are you getting the information to build body plans? Where are you getting the information to build a dolphin? Where are you getting the information to build gills, lungs? Where are you getting the information to build the digestion system? Where are you getting the information to build the nervous system, the brain, the eyes? Where are you getting the information for this? Where you get the information to make a conscience? That just popped into existence too. So ladies and gentlemen, again, this is all magic. We playing Magic the Gathering tonight. I'm going to give you the floor, Xion.
All right. So, may it please the court. And if I may interject what I stated before, that these things came after time and through environmental changes. Did a bird jump up and down? Did a dinosaur jump up and down in order for it to fly? That is a ridiculous question, brother. It's a fallacy argument in itself. But however, let me just explain something to you that in today there are two specific raptor species that cannot fly, that have feathers, that are the genetic relation in their bone structures to velociraptors. Okay, one of those species is, as we know, the ostrich. The ostrich cannot fly. The ostrich is taller, most times taller than the tallest human being that you can. They go up to six feet something, 7 feet something. An ostrich is a velociraptor's offspring. Now, understand this: when it comes to flying creatures, how did a flying squirrel learn how to fly? You think that that's a design, or was that genetics? Was that genetic amalgamations? Where did the design come from? Every single species of animal ate from every species of plant and animal on this planet. So you got DNA going in and being recorded into the DNA. Whatever a specific species of animal ate, those specific species of animals had a transference of information. This is not some dude designing something, okay? Because if God designed man, then God is the worst architect of the whole universe. How would he design man to be so fallible? Go and wrestle a gorilla and see who wins. Go and wrestle a bear and see who wins. Just because you have gray matter and the ability to make spears, swords, and guns does not make you genetically superior to a freaking grizzly bear. A grizzly bear will ravish you off of pure strength alone. Okay? He can find you by scent, where you can barely smell your own farts. Let's understand this. You think that this magical to presume that genetics have failures and wins in an atmosphere. If I roll the dice one time and I don't shoot them the way I want to, people will sit there and shake it up, blow into their hand, drop down on their knee and call on their mama, their great grandmama name in order to catch that 4, 5, 6. But 9 times out of 10, they're going to get dookie. And that's 90% of what you see in the fossil record. You see all of the losses. How many different primate species does not exist today? How many bird species do not exist today? How many aquatic species do not exist today? The environment has changed. They had certain adaptations that were not adaptive to their environment or to their predatory conditions. Who was preying upon them? Who was eating them? What natural events happened that caused them to die? Even right now, human beings are worried about their own special survival. With the coronavirus, viruses evolve faster than any other species. The second fastest evolving species are insects. You cannot get rid of insects. No matter what you do, you live down south, there's mosquitoes, there's flies, there's spiders, there's wolf spiders, there's all kinds of insects that continue year after year to adapt and change, and they become threats. A small insect can kill you with one bite. Where's the design in that? Where's the intelligence of design in a snake biting you and your heart exploding? See, what you gotta understand is that the magical theory is that some dude made everything. It makes it so much easier for us to look at ourselves as being high and mighty. But the reality is that nature formed us, and our ancestors, the ones that survived, the ones that didn't win a Darwin Award, were the ones that passed on their traits to us, which created us to be able to survive
I
even
want
with
to respond to that.
our weaknesses.
I hear you, brother. I heard you, Zion, and again,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
you never addressed where information come from. It's still magical. It just popped into goddamn.
No. I did address it.
You didn't address where the information came from,
brother.
You just presupposed that it was just there. Where did it come from? That's what I'm saying.
Told you, bro.
And then, hold on.
You want me to explain it again?
Hold on. Let me address the other erroneous stuff you said too.
Okay, go ahead.
You said we are inferior to a grizzly bear in a mall. I will shoot a grizzly bear because I got the wisdom to hold firearms. I can use a firearm to get a grizzly bear off of me. Another statement off of that. We don't live in the wild, in the forest with grizzly bears to compete with them. Why would we need to be designed to be as a grizzly bear? A grizzly bear is designed to live in its habitat. It's his ecology that makes him that way. You understand? You're talking about, wrestle with an ape. Why would you wrestle with an ape? Brother, we deal with metallurgy. We deal with technology. We subdue apes. What the hell wrong with you, man? We don't live in the same ecologies as these people. We're not swinging from trees. We're not gathering fruit and foraging like that, like animals do. We're not doing what black bears do. We're not going to hibernate for 10 goddamn months. We're not them. That's just like saying, oh, my car, it can't traverse in the sea, so it's a bad design. No, it's made to traverse on the ground, on concrete, on the street. That's what makes your whole argument fallacious. You're saying, oh, well, why God didn't make the bird to be able to swim like a dolphin? Because it's a bird, it's avian. It dwells in the sky. It's light. It's made for flight. Brother, like, you got to cut this out, man. You got to cut this out. Oh, why a helicopter can't be a submarine? Because it was designed to traverse the skies. Again, this is why you don't want to answer the information question, because you need information input, what we call our genomes, to create everything we see in life. And information comes from minds. Information comes from a mind. Information don't just pop up out of thin air. When the last time you see information pop out of thin air? Huh?
You asking or you want to answer?
No, that's rhetorical. I'm gonna tell you where you can go, brother.
Okay.
This computer is built off information, a computer program, a language. StreamYard is built off computer program. A mind created StreamYard. A mind created this keyboard. A mind created my car. A mind created everything we see as far as technology. You understand? So now, when you look at how complex, integrated complexity that we see in life, now you want to say, no, that just naturally sprung up. Abracadabra. Abracadabra, and the birds came and they started to sing, and the snakes got heat vision. That don't make no damn sense, man. So again, explain to us information, man. Explain to it.
You ready? Here's the problem with your argument.
I've been waiting for an hour,
go ahead, brother. All right, so all right. So I'm trying to build my case here for y'all to understand with simplicity that things change, that things adapt, that cellular life forms, 90% of the cellular life forms that formed do not exist anymore, and then the ones that do were able to survive, and those genetic structures worked better. And those genetic structures pick and choose what DNA to use. Now, let's get back into what you're saying about magic. The magical thing that you just said, the brother, I believe it was Jihad, that stated that his daughter asked him a question. Well, if everything is created, then why is not who created God? So for you to even pose that argument and then state there is a God that has never been, he's the designer of all things, you're making an argument that is an oxymoron. Okay, the reason why it's an oxymoron is you are presuming that anything that does not have a designer. Wait, hold on. Oh, I'm not done. I'm not done. I'm almost done. I just started. I just started.
We've been going
Hold
for
on,
an hour.
hold on. Let me just finish my sentence. I just got one sentence.
I gotta
Can
keep
I finish my sentence, my brother Joshua? Please, please let me finish my. Please let me finish my sentence.
I will, but you, brother, we've been going for an hour. You still haven't told me what information come from.
I'm trying to tell you that the information builds. I'm trying to tell you, and you're missing my point. The information builds throughout time, through trial and error, through the roll of the dice. Okay, so when you say that somebody has to be created and that something that's so complex must have been designed, then that same argument becomes a problem when it comes to God for you. Because you say that God has always been here. Well, how was he always here? How is he such a complex being? How is he such a magical, not magical, but a being with so much intelligence and so much complexity without a designer? So when you say that with the earth, what you're saying is an argument that turns back upon your argument of a creator. It is a cyclical argument. It's a fallacy argument. It works against you, not me.
Okay, this is getting monotonous. I didn't get my answer. You presuppose information was already here again. Like this brother right here.
Information formed through time. I stated it.
Okay, so hold on, wait a minute. To have the single cell organism, you gotta
mistakes.
Brother,
species got it right.
Brother Xion. In order to have the single cell organism, you gotta have information.
Incorrect. You have to have elements.
No, you have to have information because a single cell organism has. I gotta bring this dude to school. What is a single cell organism? God damn, man. God damn. Let's just get single.
Save it for the debate, brother. This is the prelim. This is the prelim. We're setting up the premise for our arguments. It's okay. It's okay. I'm gonna bring you the information that you need. And when I get done, you're going to be a pantheist.
Got you. Single cell organisms contain what? Okay, we'll give you one. Remember you brought up sperm? What does sperm contain? What does
sperm
it contain?
Is not all right.
What does sperm contain?
They can contain all of the elements that's necessary for it to fertilize an egg.
Sperm contains DNA, sex chromosome.
The DNA is what? What makes up DNA?
DNA is a genetic. Hold on.
What is it? Deoxyribonucleic acids.
That's the medium. Hold on, Xion. What does it contain in that medium?
It contains a octet rule. Watch this.
It could hold on.
Watch what I'm about to say.
Hold on, brother. It contains a genetic sequence that builds body plans.
From what creates that ability to do so?
Listen, bro, that's information. So if you're saying all life started from single cell organism, then you're saying information was already there. Where the hell did that information come from?
All right. See, here's where the argument becomes, like you said, monotonous. Okay, so the problem is that you're assuming that lower species, lower cell life forms, single cell life forms do not have a construct, a genetic construct that builds upon its strengths and weaknesses. When something is weak, it becomes extinct. When something is strong, it reproduces upon its strengths. This is cellular life form having a form of intelligence. This is cellular life form learning simple intelligence to survive and building upon. Can I finish? Building upon that consistently over billions of years. Okay, you can say that this is intelligence, but this is not some magical dude that never had a beginning or an ending. Deciding today, I'm just going to make Wait,
Bro,
hold on.
it's magical because you just presuppose
No.
that information was there in the
What's
beginning.
magical is the idea that there's a
All right, let me
magical
put the title popping
seed out
off.
there.
Hey man, hey,
Go ahead,
listen,
go ahead.
listen.
Go ahead. Much love, brother. Much
Listen, man. Listen. We have to have order, and you brothers
My
just
bad.
gotta stop
My bad, but
talking
I
over
wasn't
one
finished with
another.
my statement,
No,
and the brother cut me
right
off
here,
before I
man, but
finished my
this
statement.
is-
So
we've been going
I'm trying to elaborate on what it is that I was so rudely interrupted in the middle of explaining.
No, you're right. You're right. I did interrupt you, but let me tell you why.
Okay.
It's like,
All right. So
we've been going for an
if you
hour.
let me explain,
Hey,
maybe
Joshua, you can't say
you
let
let
me
me
tell you
explain.
why.
I'm gonna tell them why, because we've been going for an hour.
No, because that's
Your
not fair. That's not fair,
patience
brother
with
Josh.
him.
That's not fair, brother Josh. That's not fair.
Hey, well,
Let's
look,
be
man,
fair
look.
here.
What I want. Hey, hold up. Let's leave. Let's narrow this thing down to 2 minutes apiece. Like the brother said, you've been on for an hour. Let's go ahead and start rounding this thing out. Right. So we want to give you brothers 2 minutes to speak because people are watching. We want them to be able to assimilate the information.
And I appreciate
So go ahead,
them.
Zion. I'm gonna give you 2 minutes, and then Yashub, you can respond. It's 6:22.
All right. So bam, 6:22, 2 minutes. Bam. All right. Everyone wants to discuss intelligent design. Is there intelligence to the design? The intelligence is in the DNA. It's not some construct that came outside and created the DNA. This is a construct of trial and error, of survival of the fittest, of natural selection and reproduction. Is there intelligence in your DNA? Yes. What created your DNA? The elements. What created the elements? The elements are constructed from atoms that have always been in the universe. What creates a stable chemical in atomic structures? It's called an octet rule. An octet rule is when there is one proton with 8 electrons. Look at our planet Earth. We are the 3rd planet in an octet rule. This is a stable chemical, whereas another solar system that does have 8 is not stable. These things, these stabilities, cause the balances, the environment to change, the genetics for genetic diversity and survival and natural selection and reproduction. This is where it comes from. If you claim that, if something is so complex, it has to have a creator, then your creator has to have a creator. Point blank, period, and I concede.
All right, that brother did all that, the soliloquy, man, and we still don't know where this information coming from. We still don't know, so I'm just gonna get to the nitty gritty of it. I'm done arguing with you today. Preliminary is set.
All right.
That's the
You have to show me where your information, where you state the information is coming from. And don't just come with Bible scriptures. Show me some scientific evidence that this is a design.
Brother, that's what I do. Brother, that's all I do.
All right, baby. Show me, man. Convert me, brother.
I ain't trying to convert you, man. I ain't trying to convert you. I ain't trying to do none of that. I just want to beat you in a debate.
All right, yeah. Let's get it.
I ain't trying to teach you shit.
So do you guys have a title for this?
My knowledge. Go ahead, brother. What'd you say?
I was just saying, you brothers got a title for this?
I got a title right now.
What is it?
Does all life on the planet come from a single cell organism? Let's get it, man.
All right. So do y'all got a date and time?
He said next Saturday.
Okay. Do me a favor, Yashub. Send me that in the message, man. I get the flyer going, man. Hey, man, look. It's about to go down, man. It should be a powerful discussion, man. What you think, King Steph? Hold up, man. We got the founder. We got the founder in the building. General Yashub. What's going on, Art?
Peace to the God.
Yo, shalom, family.
Yeah, man. What's your thoughts on this, man? It's gonna be real good to see the champ back in action, man.
Man, I actually by listening to them earlier set this preliminary up. He said some things that made me have to get back in the ring, and
and I'm looking forward to this debate. You know, the brother said that evolution is a law, and I said, oh, is it really? So you know me, I know for a fact it ain't a law, so we gonna get that in, man. But as far as these two brothers go, it's gonna be fire, man. It's gonna be fire, you know, because I know for a fact Yashub, he gonna come with that solid information, you know. And then I know this brother Zion, he about to start bringing some information, you know. And I hope it's some new information that we ain't heard of, ain't seen, so that you know what I'm saying we really can, you know, learn some things, man. You know, and not be
Yeah.
repetitive with what people like to argue and come with. You know, the same information, the same rhetoric, the same, you know, nonsense. You know, not having no scriptures or no sources to back up anything that they're speaking about. So, yeah, I look forward to this debate.
Right.
Absolutely.
Well, let me say this, man. I want to make sure, Zion, man, that we're working out all the kinks for this debate, and anything that you need me to do as far as present your presentation. You know what I mean? Going through your slides or whatever. I'm willing to do that for you, brother.
I appreciate that. If I need you to send you an email so that you can have my PowerPoint, because I've been working with this laptop throughout my college courses, and for some reason this thing is starting to try to twitch on me. So yeah, if you can, if I have to send you the PowerPoint, I'll send it to you so you can help me out here. So just to flick through the slides, I'll do my own argument. You don't have to argue for me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I appreciate that, so that at least the information that I'm going to accumulate and put together for my argument, set up my argument, I'll have it, and it'll be readily to present to the watchers.
All right, man. So yeah, I just wanted to address that, man, because they tried to accuse you of not having a PowerPoint last time, and that's not going down. You had you did have a presentation, and we're trying to create this thing so the people can see these things visually. We're trying to raise the scholarship here at the source. So listen, man, you went in with the middle, now you're going in with the chat, man. You're a brave dude. Right.
I try, brother. I try, and you know what? And I appreciate this forum. You know what I'm saying? Because you know the type of scholarship that's going on, the type of camaraderie and discussions that are going on in this in the source. I have great love for, you know what I'm saying, after dealing with, you know, certain other big groups, you know what I'm saying, and trying to build mine. I see, you know what I'm saying, a level of skill and just love for information and for scholarship. You know, I appreciate that, and I appreciate you brothers, you know what I'm saying, to the fullest. No matter who wins or loses, you know what I'm saying, at the end of the day, everyone who watches is going to get something out of it. And that's the most beautiful part of it.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. We got Scholastic Killmonger in the building, man. What's your thoughts? Talk to me.
James here?
You there, James Cassell?
Where you at?
That's him at the bottom, ain't it?
No, you want? Let me see if I can get him in here.
He in the comments, man. He in the comments.
Oh, okay. Who was that? DeWee?
Oh, that's the one. Yeah, that's the one. I thought you.
Slocky, man. Look like they got the same pictures right there. My bad, man. Look like the same pictures.
Oh yeah, what's going on? Yeah.
It sure do. It sure do.
Yeah. Who was that?
Hey, don't disrespect. Don't disrespect the argument king like that again, brother.
Yeah, Slock, man. No disrespect, brother.
Who that is? That's
Hey,
Jeremiah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, y'all want me to give an insight? Yeah. Two great arguments. I'm definitely more on the side of evolution. Two things that I kind of was paying attention to during the preliminary. Let me just say this. Because I'm gonna throw something at both of y'all. Brother Yashub had mentioned something about rodents becoming all mammals. That actually wasn't true. I believe it's like 40%.
I said
So
placental mammals, placental. The
okay,
mammals with
okay.
placentas, yeah.
Right. Now, brother Zion, to you, I don't know if you ever studied something called the DNA, the YHWH code. I don't know how much evidence there is to support that, but that's actually something real interesting when it comes to intelligent design. But that's all I wanted to say. Great preliminary, bro.
Thank you, Brother Derek. I appreciate your presence.
Yeah, man. Who else we got in here, man?
We got
Yeah,
we got
Jihad, man. What's your thoughts, man? Before we get out of here, man. I don't want to hold you brothers up too much, but I definitely want to get your thoughts.
It's your brother G Hard, going hard in the yard with a bad report card, man. You know,
Hard in the yard with a bad
yard with
report
a
card.
bad report card. And
Bad
ham
report
on it.
card.
Yeah. And that ain't talking about academics, they're talking about my behavior. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, people off the chain, gorilla unchained. But yeah, man, you know, first of all, man, I want to give a shout out to man, 10 toes down, tanks on the ground, man. My brother Yashub and Jeremiah, please say the Yah. You know what I'm saying? And my brother King Self, you know what I'm saying, for
That's
all the
right.
hard work they did. And for everybody that's joining us, man, you know, because you could have been anywhere else, but you here with us.
That's
You know?
right.
But as far as the debate go, man, I'm gonna tell you something, man. King Self gonna kick your ass.
King
King
Self
Self gonna
already
kick
kicked my ass.
Joshua is debating, brother. Joshua is debating.
Joshua got to kick my ass now.
Okay, I'm gonna say King Self already kicked your ass.
I said that.
Yeah,
I said that.
Joshua gonna really kick your
I
ass.
still don't agree with King Self, but he kicked my ass.
Hey,
I still don't agree with the brother, but he kicked my ass.
My master teacher Joshua gonna kick your ass. You know what I'm saying? You come my way.
Joshua's the master teacher. Listen, B, I'm gonna enjoy every minute of my ass kicking.
Okay, yeah. And then goddamn, you gotta line it up because after that, you gotta come through me or my brother. Please say the Yah.
oh shit.
Me and brother Yashar
Pro Rizzo.
already agreed on a debate topic. Me and Don Bird already agreed on a debate topic. So yeah, I'm running through the ranks, B. I'm coming through. I'm coming like a redneck trucker.
Hey,
Yeah.
Well,
I
you
don't
still have time to put your track shoes
want to
on.
cut the regular programming, but get Sabio in the ring. Get that nigga in the ring, man.
Hey, y'all mute y'all mics if y'all not talking, man. It's a bad echo, man. Everybody mute their mic, please, brother. It's a bad echo, man. Please,
Hey,
everybody.
What Sabio's talking? Where he at? He in the chat or something? What's going on with Sabio?
He always in the chat saying weird stuff. Bring him to the. I want a preliminary with that brother, so I can stomp his head in too.
He don't want no smoke. He don't want no smoke. He don't want no smoke.
Hey, look, man, I'll tell you something. My brother King Self can kick your ass, and now my brother Joshua, my master teacher, finna kick your ass.
Bro, I'm gonna be like you know how Jackie Chan be getting his ass kicked all through the kung fu movies until the end and then he win. That's me.
Hey, Mike, can King Self say something real quick, y'all, man?
Hold on, real
Yes,
quick.
sir, King Self.
But set it up. Set me a preliminary up this week with Sabio. I'm finna smoke.
All right.
Who's Sabio though?
That's a bit.
Oh, that's the homie. He a prospect heretic, man. He finna, you know what I'm saying? He a prospect heretic. He like come out over here whooping up on you Hebrews. You know what I'm talking about? But hey, this what I want. This what I want to say, man. As far as I heard from this preliminary, Zion, you my brother. Yashub, you my brother too, man. But Zion, bro, gonna have to tighten that shit up, man. You better put some vice grips on that shit
I'm gonna
and
put it
tighten
together,
that shit
brother.
up. Just, I mean, bro,
Hey, man,
this is
listen, man,
Yashub. This is the
brothers,
champ,
hold
bro.
up. Y'all going wild with the language, man. Let's keep it
Oh,
clean.
that's my fault.
Go ahead,
Yeah.
King Steph.
No, that's my fault. That's my fault. What I'm saying now is, bro, you gonna have to put some vice grips on that, man, because Yashub is one of the best at this, man. And I'm telling you, bro, I done seen this man work. I done seen this man talking these back chats. I done seen this man do a lot of things, man. And I'm gonna tell you like this, bro. Hey, on my side, right now, I'm with you. I'm agreeing with you. But against Yashub, you're gonna have to tighten it up, bro. Real
But
talk. I'm
see,
not gonna lie.
that's why I love this source. That's why I love the source, because when I was in the other debate leagues, everybody was like, "Oh, you got to go through this nigga and that nigga in order to get to me." Nah, these brothers in here, these brothers in here, these brothers in here, the top head brothers in here, willing to step down in the ranks just to argue a case with me, and I'm gonna keep it 100,
Hold on,
man.
bro.
I
It
love
ain't no
that about
stepping
you. I
down. It
love
ain't
that
no
about
stepping
y'all,
down.
bro.
It ain't no stepping down, bro. We ain't on no high horses around here, man. We ain't on no
That's
high
what I,
horses like
that's
that.
what I
All we
love.
want to do,
That's what I love, bro. I love
all
that
we want to
about the
do is
source.
present information. If you win, you win. You
Right.
don't come back and jump back on it again. But hey,
Yeah.
we don't have no egos around here, bro.
I
Even though I
appreciate
look,
that.
even though hold
Anybody
on,
can get
the only ego we got around
I
here,
respect that. I respect that over
the only
all of the
ego
other
we
shit.
got around
Yeah.
here is King Self look better in fringes than any Hebrew on the planet. That's the only ego, bro.
Oh man, you made me chalk on my naughty daddy, bro.
All right, man. We got somebody that just jumped in the chat, man. Who is this man that joined us?
What up, man? It's Sabio.
What
What up, everybody?
What's
Y'all,
good, baby?
please say to y'all how you been, fam?
What's good, baby?
Let's get Sabio in the ring, man. What you want to talk about? Let's talk about science.
What up, Yashub? How you been, dude?
Man, I've been in the kick-ass mood, man.
I see.
I want to kick your ass, man. So when we gonna do this?
What you want to talk about, man?
Man, let's do it. It's got to be something scientific. I want to deal with science. You want to do evolution? I debate you on evolution too.
What about it?
What you want to debate, man? You want to debate? I'm already debating this single cell thing. You want to debate mammals?
What about mammals?
You believe they all evolved from rodents and lower animals,
How
right?
you gonna tell me what I believe? You can't tell me what I believe.
Well, brother, we giving you an opportunity. We giving you an opportunity to speak to us right now about what you believe, brother. Hey, somebody got to mute their mic, man. We got echo.
No, I was gonna say we're almost to stop this video and start on the Savio's prelim.
Hey, that's if Joshua, you want to give him a prelim right now?
Nah.
Come on, Joshua, get in the prelim, bro.
Because I don't know if I want to even debate on science.
Sabio, you don't want the smoke? You don't want the smoke, Sabio?
No, I want all the smoke.
Hey,
I'm getting science is in my area.
Hey, yeah,
all right.
Can I put it? Can I put it?
Savio, let me ask you a question. Did you hear our prelim just now?
Yeah.
What'd you think?
I didn't hear all of it. I heard like the last 20 minutes.
Okay. What do you think about the arguments from what you heard?
I think y'all both have valid points, but Yashub has he has a more solid foundation, but he has to prove his more than you do because yours is scientifically shown already about the DNA. We know that DNA creates everything.
Fact.
So do we know DNA came out of nowhere?
Man,
Hold on, man.
Hold on.
No one said
Answer that question for him. Answer that question.
Don't answer that. Don't answer that.
And Savio.
I wasn't.
Hey, listen. Hold on. Let me say this.
Savio, when do DNA or where has DNA
created everything. Well, how does that work, brother? DNA. How does DNA procreate, brother? How does that work?
How does
Explain
it
that.
Right.
How does DNA itself know what to do? Like,
Bro, you said DNA create.
Okay, see, it's
you
called.
said DNA
You see,
create.
now we're getting into science, and this is something I didn't want to really talk
Man,
about,
can
but
I
it's the
answer this?
replicator
Can I
gene.
answer that? Please let
yeah,
King Self
King
answer
It's
Self,
called
that.
the
answer that,
replicator
please.
genes. It's called replication.
No, it's
Okay.
not. Let me answer that, please?
Go ahead, King Self,
I
answer
have
it.
the book right
King
here.
Seth, but you didn't say it though, King Seth. How you
I'm
gonna
gonna
answer what
tell
you
you
didn't
what
say?
it's called, man.
What's it
It's
called?
called osmosis. Do we all know what that means?
Yes.
They taught us that in what, ninth grade science?
Again.
Osmosis. Well, one cell, all they have to do is touch another cell, and all the information from the previous cell goes into the next cell. But I'm gonna leave that there, and I'm gonna say this
I'm
here.
glad you said
The
that,
truth.
King Self.
Hold on, let me finish, bro.
That's not what you call creating. That's not
No,
DNA
no,
creating.
That's
that
what
is
I'm gonna
not.
say. That I'm gonna say if Yashub win this debate, bruh, I'm gonna kill you. But I just want to say this, and I'm gonna mute my mic, and I ain't gonna say nothing else. It was, I say, about a month and a half ago, Chief Holiday. If you hear me, man, if you anywhere in these sound waves, all I want to know is, bro, I got some brand new 9.5 Dope Man Air Max for you, man, and they good track shoes. Because you took off running real quick. Chief Holiday, the Aboriginal,
Hey
whoever
man, you're
he
not
is,
speaking. You got to
wherever
mute
you
your
at,
mic.
you ran, boy. You understand? And I'm ready. And I'm ready to see this Yashub and this
Why you
Zion
open it like that? You want to make them dry out there. You can open it right here. See the little thing looks like white.
Hey, Yashar, you
My
know.
bad. My bad. My bad.
Hey, on that osmosis thing, that's the sharing of information. That's still not telling us where information come from.
Right.
We got the argument king in the building.
Scholastic Killmonger.
Hey, before y'all change the subject, hold on. Asavio.
I think he gone. Hold
Oh,
on, let me
okay,
see.
y'all go ahead.
No, there you go, right there.
Man, you see how he just, you know what I'm saying? He made that statement, and then I asked a simple question, bro, and I just couldn't. Why I can't never just get a
before he
simple
run.
answer, bro?
I
I just be want one answer, you know what I'm saying, with a little detail to it. But I can't get not near answer, bro. Like, what's going on? I know my questions ain't that damn hard.
I'll catch you next time. Y'all go ahead.
No, I'm here. My fault. I keep muting myself.
Hey, Savio.
Yo.
Hey, you nigga with that long hair look like Snoop Dogg, right?
Don't disrespect me.
Don Bird look like Snoop Dogg to
Hold
me.
on. Okay. Hold on. You A negative or O negative or something like that, right?
Nope.
Savio, you not?
Nope.
Oh, that's what you told me. Well, my bad. I must got you mixed up with Alfie. All right, my bad.
You got me mixed up with somebody else. I ain't told nobody my blood type. Why would I tell y'all my blood type? Y'all not that important to me.
That's the first thing I ask somebody when I meet them. When I met you a couple months ago, and it was me, you, and Alfie and them online, there's a lot of y'all Hamites online. And you told me you was old negative or something negative. You know but since it's negative. I'm sorry. My bad. Mute your mic. I'm echoing. Cause I was gonna get on your ass after my brother. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to curse. But I was gonna debate you after all my brother Yashub did. But I'm sorry, wrong person. My bad. Wrong hand mic.
Big Hair Mike, man, Gold Coast Gorillas in the building. We Big Hair Mike around here, man. We beat on our chest when we beefing. Real time.
King said, if you ain't no hand mic, you're a Hebrew.
Yo.
I'm either one of them.
Listen, man,
Let it be known that I was the beginner, the creator of Gorilla Gang in Lion's Den. So a lot of people can try to consider me a heretic because I don't, even though I'm a Hebrew national, I don't follow all of scriptural text.
You a Hellenistic Jew, Negro. That's what you is. You're a damn Hellenistic Jew.
No, actually, I argue against Hellenism.
That is ridiculous.
Argue against Hellenism.
So Zion. Hey, Zion.
That's
My brother. I argue against Hellenism all day. I argue against Hellenism. Yo, I'm gonna put y'all onto something. I want y'all to do me a favor. Listen to me.
Zion, this is what we try to do over here, bro. We try our best not to mention, you know what I'm saying, that other league over there. You feel me?
No, I know. Listen, I try my best not to mention them either, but sometimes it's necessary to point out who the idiots are and who the real heads are. So I rock with the source and fuck them other niggas. But hold on, Zarstar. Hold on.
Cause I'm down for my niggas. Hey,
yeah. Fuck them other niggas.
Fuck them other niggas, cause I'm down for my niggas.
Hey, it was plenty of people that got beat up in the club because of that song.
I die for my nigga.
Hey man, keep it clean, brothers. Keep it clean, brothers.
Watch the language. It is ridiculous and absurd, brother.
That is ridiculous and absurd.
I'm gonna get that T-shirt. Yeah, man.
Hey, this is another one. You Negroes can't refute that. You Negroes can't refute that. That is ridiculous and absurd, brother.
Hey, like information popping up out of no goddamn where. You right. That's ridiculous and absurd.
I asked my wife that. Hey, I asked my wife that since I've been here listening to everybody. Yeah, I asked my wife where you been. No matter what she say. I said, that is ridiculous and
hey, we gotta get the last track. We gotta get the last track.
The only one that caught that about you. I caught that one day. I was like, yeah, man, what you say, bro? He be like, I be like, it's ridiculous and absurd. I'm like, man, that shit ain't
you gotta make that sound like I told Brother Powell make that a sound bite, man. We got to get that sound bite. We got to get both of them. That's ridiculous and absurd. And you Negroes can't refute that. You Negroes can't refute that. That's ridiculous and absurd. You can't.
I need that shirt too. I need both of them shirts. I need the ridiculous and absurd shirt made Jeremiah, and I need that you Negroes can't.
Hey, nah, bro. I need a shirt, Jeremiah, that say nigga nut on the front of it. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, nigga nut on the front, boy. I'm talking about like with the G, like 30 G's and all that.
Now, brethren, may I freely speak unto the congregation for a second?
Oh man, he finna preach.
No congregation, bro.
What do you want me to do? Y'all love Paul. I said it like Paul. Now, brethren and sisters, may I freely speak unto the congregation? I'm quoting Paul. Y'all mad because I quoted Paul?
That pseudo Mark.
So let me just say this, brothers. Let me just say this real quick. First and foremost, I am not a Hellenized Hebrew. Okay, I'm a Hebrew that deals with science. I do not deal with Hellenization because Hellenization is that magical Negro syndrome that many of y'all have.
Hey, Yashub, you gotta mute out, bro. You gotta mute out. Wait, when I left. All right, Yashub, you gotta mute out.
Yashub, my brother.
Pay attention to which way I went when I.
Hey, Yashub, mute Yashub, bro.
I'm 10 steps ahead, brother.
Come.
All right. So what I'm saying is I'm not a Hellenized Hebrew. I'm a Hebrew nationalist. Not like the hot dog. I'm a Hebrew nationalist because that's where I was raised. I was raised a Hebrew. Okay? Now, when it comes to Hellenization, more of you who believe in a diophysite view of Jesus Christ are Hellenized. And if you don't know the difference between the monophysite and the diophysite, then you don't even know that you're Hellenized. That you're believing in a belief system that comes from Greco-Roman mythology.
Hey man, you know what's amazing to me is how you try to link in what you call quote unquote Paulinism and claim that that's Roman Catholicism. That is not the same at all, brother.
No, I never said that.
I agree with you, Jeremiah.
Ridiculous and absurd, brother.
I agree. Because Paul was the Roman Catholic Church was against Paul.
Time out, brother. Time out. Let me just explain something. One of the things about Paul, I'm not saying that Paul was a Roman Catholic, although Paul and Peter is who the Roman Catholics base their doctrine off of.
No,
hold on, brother.
I disagree with you on
clear.
that, sir.
Paul is not
fact.
no Roman Catholic, brother. You
Paul
gotta
was
be
not a Roman Catholic at all.
Watch
No,
this. Watch
no,
this.
I will
Watch
kill
this.
you on Paul, bro. You don't want to go.
Oh
I
my
hate
God.
Paul.
Take it.
Hey man, y'all
Take
niggas
that
gonna
bait.
stop hating on my forefather Paul, man. Y'all niggas
Take
tripping,
the
bro.
debate. That's not your forefather. He was a Roman.
Coast
His
Gorilla is
mother was
Paul
a Jew
was a
and his
Roman
father was a
Jew.
Roman.
Paul was a
That's a
Roman
lie.
Jew.
Let me cut the hell out of that real quick, man. Hold on,
Paul
brother. Let me
was a
cut the hell out of
Roman
that
Jew
real
from
quick.
Tarsus, yo. His name was
Can you show me
Saul.
that? Can you show me that?
Who, me?
Hold on. Let me cut the hell out of you talking
So
about
you
his
Saul of
father.
Tarsus?
You said his
So
father
you
was
Saul
a
of
Roman. Let me
Tarsus?
cut the
I
hell
can't
out
share
of
on
that
No
real quick.
StreamYard.
disrespect, but this is the
There go
source.
the young phenom.
I need a source.
Stop, yo, get that boy, man.
I can't share on StreamYard, unfortunately.
All right. No doubt. But
But
let
if
me
you
just
want to
say
see
this.
it, you can join. You can hit me up on Scripture. You can join my show on
Who is
Scripture
this?
Rippers.
Who's
Scripture
speaking?
Rippers.
Who's speaking?
It's
I will
Sabio.
join.
Scripture
Sabio?
Rippers.
All
Yeah,
right,
hit my YouTube channel.
Hold up, brothers. Hey, Josh, hold up.
Yeah.
Joshua, do me a
join your
favor,
back
man. Hold up, brothers. Joshua, do me a favor, man, to pull up Acts 23:6, brother.
Oh, damn, here we go.
Oh man, don't go
Let me
there.
cut the hell out of this brother. Let me
I
cut
don't
the
wanna
hell out of
hear
this
it.
brother.
I
Let me
don't
cut this
wanna hear
brother.
That's Acts, bro. That's coming straight
Let
from
me cut the hell out of this brother. This brother said that
Paul.
Paul's father was a damn Roman. Let me cut the hell out of him real quick, man.
Acts 26:3. Acts
Yeah,
26.
23:6.
All right.
Let's make this clear. Pharisees are Israelites. Okay, let's make that clear.
They're Greek Israelites. They're Greeks.
No, they're not. What is wrong with you, brother? No, they're not. You can't find that nowhere in no information, nowhere. That is ridiculous and absurd, brother.
Yeah, man.
What tribe did the Pharisees come from?
Brother, the Pharisees was a collection of leaders in the nation of Israel, bro.
Paul,
all right?
the apostle.
What tribe did the Pharisees come from?
There was a mixture of many tribes that was Pharisees, brother. Hold up. Hold on. Let me cut the hell out of this brother real quick. Hey, Joshua, read that for us, man.
Come on with it.
Acts chapter 26.
You read that Acts though. Let's understand. You reading out of Paul's
book. Is it 23:6? It's 23:6, Joshua.
Oh,
23:6.
Oh, my bad. I was in 26. 26 was gonna cut them too, though. All right.
Oh, okay. You can bring both of them out. You can bring both of them.
No. I know what you want.
Go ahead, cut me.
When he lied, not when he lying in front of the Sanhedrin, yo.
Oh my God, Savio, man, you gotta relax, brother. You gotta relax.
If you don't calm your
am I wrong, Savio? Am I incorrect, Savio?
If you don't calm your Marucci noodle head, if you don't calm your Somali East African,
don't hate.
Hey, it's a family.
I'm from Nigeria.
Hold on, man. Let me talk about my heritage, man. Don't be heritage.
I'm from Nigeria.
My heritage, man. You know you can really come
Read the verse for me.
It's gonna be
hold on. Hey, brothers. Let me go ahead and cut the hell out of this brother real quick, man.
Let me cut the hell out of his hairstyle real quick. This nigga got micro braids.
So that man had micro braids.
All right. Let me stop. Acts chapter 20, chapter 23.
Say, man, get off my heretic, man. Real talk, man. For it be plenty of the 8th round.
Ain't my fault. This brother got different texture yarn in his head, man.
You can hate all you want.
I am rolling
Paul is the biggest fraud ever.
You finna get off my heritage. That what you finna do, light skin Hebrew. That what you finna do.
Jesus real.
Hey, it like some old lady's gonna crochet with his hair.
Hey,
King Sal. King Self, hold on.
Don't read that line verse. That's the lie before the Sanhedrin. He wasn't trying to get killed.
Let me read.
They was finna stone that line.
Hold on, man. You better hold up. Let me bring it out, Yashub.
Acts 23, verse 6. But when Paul perceived that the one part were Sadducees and the other Pharisees, he cried out in the council, "Men and brethren, I am a Pharisee, the son of a Pharisee."
No, he said he's the son of a Catholic.
The son of a Pharisee.
He's the son of a Pharisee, brother. That is cut to the white meat, brother.
He's the son of a Roman. That's what it say.
Oh my God.
He's the son of a Roman.
So we can't make these outlandish statements on the source platform without sourcing up, man. Okay? You have to cut it out.
You can't refute that. You did.
All right. Well, I'm pulling my source up right now.
Hey, hold up, Savio. This ain't argument. This ain't even got nothing to do with you. I'm talking to Xion with the statement he made that Paul's a damn Roman. That's a lie.
He is a Roman.
He's talking to me because I was finna
He's
say,
a Roman citizen. He's a
Roman. He's a Roman Jew.
He was
born in Rome.
Citizen.
Tell me, Paul
he was born in Rome.
I said he was a Roman citizen, brother. He was a Roman citizen.
High house Negro. That's
by his father.
Paul was a Roman citizen.
Show me that his father was not Roman.
Yo,
we just read it. He said his father was a Pharisee.
Let me ask you a question, Sabio, real quick.
Now, Paul was black, but Paul was a sellout.
Paul was Roman. Paul was not black. It ain't got nothing to do with skin color. It ain't got nothing to do with skin color. It has to do with
I wish I could share my screen.
Hey, hold on 1 second. Let me ask Sabio a question real quick, man. Real quick. Hey, Sabio. So this is about me personal, right? Am I African American, brother?
Who is this?
General
Who talking to me?
Am I African American?
I can't really tell. You have the phenotypes. You have the color. I don't know.
You a white Arab. That's what you is. You look just like the Moors. You a white Arab.
You look like you could. You look like somebody I would consider African American. Yes, but I don't know because I don't know what your DNA is. I don't know how far your lineage goes on that side, so I don't know what you are. I can say that. I can assume that. Hold on.
If I got 3.4% of African American DNA in me, does that make me an African American?
No. 3.4%. What is the other percentage of everything else? You're the majority. You are the majority of what you are.
So you have African ancestry when you're born in America, right?
Say what?
So you have African ancestry when you're born in America, right? American citizenship.
So my question is, am I an American, an African American, bro?
Yeah, you are. Definitely.
How does that make me
that's a political term.
How does that make me an African American?
It doesn't. It's a political term, African American.
So my point, so what I'm trying to get you to understand is exactly that. Paul was not a Roman.
No, man. I'm not gonna go here. Paul was a Roman. Paul was Roman. Paul was not black, yo. I can prove it.
How was Paul not black, bro?
My point.
I love you, brothers, man.
My point on you being African American is whether you want to deny it or not. You are African descendant that was born in America, whether you want to deny it or not. So that's my point.
Okay. I gotta disagree.
So from Britannica.com, St. Paul. I wish I could share my screen. St. Paul the Apostle. Original name, Saul of Tarsus. Born 4 BCE with a question mark, meaning they're not sure. Tarsus in Sicilia, now in Turkey. Died circa 64, 62, 64, common Christian era. Rome, Italy, one of the leaders of the first generations of Christians. often considered to be the most important person of Jesus in the history of Christianity. If I could show my screen, I would show you the picture of this Italian Roman Jew that you guys are claiming isn't.
Brother, have you ever heard of whitewashing, brother? Have you ever heard of whitewashing, brother?
I'm done.
You ain't drop no bombs, brother. You ain't drop no bombs, brother.
Because y'all don't want to listen. You see, y'all want to hold on to stuff for no reason. I just went to a source.
Hey, hold on. Why was Paul called an Egyptian? Wait. Why was Paul mistaken for an Egyptian?
When was Paul ever mistaken as an Egyptian?
Oh my God, bro! This is.
When was Paul? I don't ever remember hearing Paul ever mistaken as no Egyptian.
You want the scripture?
Nah, my phone.
I'm gonna cut the hell out of you right quick, brother, because you don't know the Bible. Okay, you speaking on a.
You talking about that old? You not talking about the verse he wrote,
brother.
Not the one you just read.
So why would a white man try to make himself be a black man? That's ridiculous, brother.
Every day.
We do it every day, and y'all don't even realize it. But see, hold on. Wasn't he in front of the Sanhedrin? Wasn't he just trying not to get himself stoned for doing what? That was before the Sanhedrin.
He was never mistaken for an Egyptian. Wait a minute, brother. Wait, you said that he was.
He lied and said, "Am I not a Pharisee?" He lied to get himself from being hung, bro. I brought that out in my debate. You even brought it up afterwards.
I never even heard his debate, and I agree with him.
Stop the nonsense, Jeremiah. You brought up this whole contention with Paul. I'm not finna do it with you, bro.
It's Sabio.
I'm not finna do it. Y'all not finna sit here and do it. Y'all not finna sit here and do it.
Let me read the scripture. Let me read the scripture. This is what Acts 21:38 reads. It says,
bring it out, man.
Now that Egyptian, which before these days, listen, art not thou that
They not
Egyptian.
talking about Paul.
Hold on, brother. Acts 21:38. They are asking a question. This is a question being asked. Art not thou that Egyptian, which before these days madest an uproar and led us out into the wilderness 4,000 men that were murderers? Brother, that's a question somebody is asking Paul.
Right? So hold on. Let me make this clear, Sabio.
And we know who the Egyptian was, baby. Them niggas with all that gold around their neck. That's
right. And it was black, right? Right, King Seth? That was black, right?
Big fat.
Okay, so now here it is. Now, hold on, brother. Wait 1 second. All right, listen. So now, on the words of King Seth, the Egyptians are black, bro. So you need to explain to me why. Brother, if you don't let me finish, brother, thank you, sir. Now, how can a brother who is white be mistaken for a black Egyptian, brother? Can you explain this?
Watch this. How many white people were over in Egypt at that time?
Oh my God!
How many people were over in Egypt learning at that time? Was Egypt not the center of learning at that time?
Are the Egyptians black, bro?
Not all Egyptians. So, bam.
Oh my God!
Not all Egyptians are black because you had whole dynasties that was Egyptian that was mixed. So don't do that. No.
Let me make this clear. Hold on. Let me make this clear. Hey, Xion, you in agreement that the Israelites are white, bro?
No. Israelites are not. The original Israelites are not white. The Jews.
Do you believe Paul is white? You believe Paul is white?
I believe that Paul was one of the white Jews at the time of the Messianic era that claimed to be Jew because he was mixed. His mother was a Jew.
Oh my God, bro, this is ridiculous.
Hold on, bro. Let me
That's all of my sons.
let me do this, Jeremiah. I'm gonna tell you why Paul was not a white boy, because Paul went to a Roman what a Roman what the soldier's name was, that a Roman centurion, and he was to give Cornelius, a Gentile, the knowledge, because the Most High was trying to make the Jews jealous. So he told Paul to go to Cornelius. Cornelius was a white Roman centurion. Paul was black because he was being mistaken for a Jew. I mean, not a Jew, a Egyptian. Now, an Egyptian at that time, of course they was black. They was black, bro. It wasn't the Ptolemaic period. The Ptolemaic period was going on. But when they called people in the question, like the brother Yashub said, this is a question being asked in this verse. He's saying, art now thou Egyptian? Because Egyptian and Ethiopian was synonymous to a racial slur for black people. We wasn't even called Egyptians. We was called, that was the Greek term, the Roman term. We was Kemet. So when they say, so when you see Egyptian in there, it's the same thing when you see Ethiopian. They trying to say black person. Nah, that's all I got to say, man. Not a year, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's
All right. So
Yeah, but
Acts chapter 13. Hold on, brother. Let
Can I get
me
in?
respond to that.
I jump
Let
in
me
like
respond to
a
that real
double
quick.
dutch?
Let me respond to that. What I want, Yashub, are you there? Can you look up something real quick, man? I want to put this on the screen, and I want to cut the hell out of these brothers because they don't know what the hell they talking about. Acts chapter 13, verse 1, and I want you to look up the word Niger, and let's read what that word Niger means. Hey man, hey listen, keep it clean, bro.
Crazy, yo.
Hey bro, listen, keep it clean, bro. Watch your language.
This is crazy.
Hey, Sabio, chill
Thank
out
you.
with the F bombs, bro. Chill out with the F bombs.
King Seth.
Hey,
King
Sabio,
Seth.
chill out with the F
King
bombs,
Seth.
bro.
King Seth. I just
What's
can't
up?
I can't believe you just sat here and did this, bro. And tried to confirm that Paul was an Egyptian, yo. First off, there are no Egyptians named Paul during that time.
No, it
Or
wasn't.
Saul
Bro,
during
nobody
that
is
time.
saying
No, hold on,
Paul
Come
was an
on,
Egyptian,
hold on,
man.
bro.
Jeremiah.
Come
What's wrong
on,
with
Nah,
this
man.
guy?
Sabio,
Stop it.
hold on,
Stop
Sabio.
it.
Hold
Y'all
on,
gotta
Sabio.
Hey,
stop, yo.
I'm
Hey,
sorry.
Sabio, hold on.
Stop.
Brother,
Chill out,
what
bro.
did you
Oh,
Nah,
hear, brother?
keep it on the
Stop.
screen.
I'm
Stop,
picturing him
please.
swinging his micro
You the
braids
only
like,
one
Hey,
heard
y'all.
that, Sabio.
Y'all
Hey, y'all.
gotta
Let me say
stop.
this. Look, listen.
Y'all gotta stop,
It's
man.
Sabio. It's Sabio. What I'm not doing. What I'm not doing is going off of speculation. What I'm doing is look at the verse that's on the screen.
The verse on the screen is written for a particular reason. We know
Okay,
this
hold on.
man
Stop.
Paul
Let me
was
finish it.
a liar. We
Okay.
know this man Paul was a liar. We
Okay, hold
know
on.
the
Yeah, we
verse.
know that.
Well, we hold up, because we got to take into context this whole situation. What's
Yeah,
going on? And hold
he wasn't square business.
on.
I know. Yeah, all that. You're
Come
right.
on, man. Come on,
You're right.
man.
I'm not saying that. But
See, you
what
see,
I'm
I'm
not gonna
done.
say.
That's why I don't
Hold on,
want to
listen.
talk. That's you see, don't
It's
nobody
Sabio.
want. I know.
It's
Come on,
Sabio,
man.
bro.
I was in this shit.
Listen
I
to
was
your boy
in this
real quick.
Bible.
Bro, listen to your boy
I'm
real
done.
quick.
I'm done.
Listen
No
to
one
listen.
wants to listen to me. No
Listen
one
to your
wants to
boy. I'm
listen to me.
paying
If I
attention
can't
to you.
talk, I'm done.
You can talk it, Sabio, but I'm agreeing with you. What I'm
he left.
saying is
He
Paul
left.
was a mark. Paul could get these hands. He can get 4 knuckles to the jaw. He was a sellout. But the thing that I'm not going to say is that he was a white dude. Now let's look at on the verse that's on the screen. It say Acts 21:38, and watch what it say. Art not thou that Egyptian? That is a question. He's asking him, aren't you that Egyptian that was in them days making talking about Black Lives Matter? Aren't you that black dude that was out there with them guns talking about you as a Hebrew Israelite? Ain't you that dude? That's what they're asking him. They're
I
asking him
don't
that
agree with
because
that.
listen to me. Hold on, listen to me, bro. What I'm
No,
telling you
he
is, I'm
wasn't
not
that
saying that
dude.
he was a
He was
square
not
business
that
dude.
dude.
I'm not saying he was a square business dude. What I'm
He
saying
wasn't that dude
is that
though.
Paul was a black dude. He was black. He was not a white
All
guy.
right, let me
He was
chime in.
hold on.
Let me give a little bit of support to that.
Yeah, hold on. Let me say this.
Go ahead,
What
bro.
I'm saying is, bro, is that maybe Paul was a mark. He was a mark all the way through and through. But he was Samuel Jackson on Django. He was black though, bro. Because the dude asked him, ain't you that Egyptian? He like, ain't you that black dude that was around here starting all that ruckus? That's basically what he asking him. So, but I'm just saying, I'm not confirming what they saying about Paul Isabio. The only thing I'm saying is that Paul was a black dude. He was just somebody that I'd have hit in the face that I wouldn't mess with, that we wouldn't even talk to. We wouldn't even mess with dude. He was like Al Sharpton. Matter of fact, Paul was the Al Sharpton of the BCEs. There you go, right there. Matter of fact, that's my thing. Paul was the Al Sharpton of the BCE. Real talk.
Can I just say this?
Yeah.
What a
So like you, man.
dreadhead
Go ahead.
He was more like, what was that chick that everyone found out was white but they didn't know she was white before because she was light skinned and she did black hair. What's her name?
You talking about Dorothy Dandridge?
No. The recent the recent so-called black chick. I forget her name. She's a white chick, and she looked black to everybody because she looked like she was light skinned, and she does black hair and the whole nine. They found out that her whole entire genealogy was not black at all.
I mean,
but because she was light skinned,
girl.
you know what I'm talking about? I forget her name. I don't remember her name. But
what she do? It's several of them. You got the UFC girl.
Let me explain something. At the time, in the first century of Egypt, many of the Egyptians were mixed. Cleopatra
you talking about 2000 BCE? They was mixed.
Okay. Watch. Yes. You know why? Let me explain why. Brother. Please. Can you please let me explain why? All right. So 2000 BCE, you had this is after the Hyksos. This is before the Potomacs and before
2000 BCE.
Can you please let me explain, brother? I agree with you that he was a sellout. Hold on. Let me explain what I'm saying. I'm agreeing with you on one point, but we are disagreeing on just one other point, and that's the racial classification. Because you're assuming that because he was dark-skinned, that he was assumed to be black, and this made him somehow freaking righteous.
Right.
Okay, listen. Italians were never considered white until they came to America. Did you know that? Did you know that Italians and Greeks are not considered quote unquote white? Because whiteness originally derived from Anglo-Saxons.
Right,
not Mediterraneans. Mediterraneans and even Ashkenazi Jews were not considered white.
Exactly. All the Mediterranean races, man. The people had melanin in them.
They're all people of color. Only difference is they had different genetic phenotype and genetic types, haplogroups. Okay, so they were still of the Isles of the Gentiles.
I'm gonna tell you like this,
even though they were dark-skinned. They were dark-skinned. You said Tarsus.
Hold on,
and
bro.
then somebody said, wait, hold on. Let me just finish. Somebody said Tarsus and then equated Tarsus with Sicilia. Sicilians are the darkest Mediterraneans you could find.
Bro, I'm gonna tell you like this. I brought out on a debate that Flavius Josephus said that the Queen of Sheba was the Queen of Ethiopia and Egypt. And when people consider and when people think of the Queen of Sheba, they think of black people, even though she wasn't a real person. When they say the Queen of Sheba, you think of black people. And when Flavius Josephus said in his writings that she was the queen of Ethiopia and Egypt, that gave you everything that when Josephus seen her and when Josephus heard of her, she was a black woman. So if Egypt and Ethiopia is considered black people, then those people are black. Stop.
All right, so wait. Can I
Go
answer
back
that
to
real
the
fast?
Hebrews.
Real
Wait,
fast.
wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Go ahead, brother Derek.
There's no way Josephus could have even seen the Queen of Sheba because he existed supposedly during Solomon's time. So that's what 700 something BCE.
Yeah, that's why I say he didn't see her. But the stories that came down to his time when he wrote about her, it had to do with Ethiopia and Egypt in these black people's area. That's the story that he got when he wrote it.
Right. Okay, I see what you're saying. I see what you're going.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. I'm saying when he heard the story, that's like Little Red Riding Hood. Little Red Riding Hood been in our story form for years and decades and years. But watch this here. Everybody on here know that Little Red Riding Hood was a little white.
Freaking animatronic.
But I'm definitely because I actually have a book with some of this information about the population from the Hellenistic time, from Ptolemy's on up into the time of Josephus, of it being a population of dark, intermediate to light skinned people, and some tell Europeans. So it was a very mixed population. So that's why I have a problem with them saying Paul was an Egyptian, because during that time, by the time the Ptolemies went in there was heavy intermarriaging and mixtures going on. So that's very questionable of when they say Paul looked like an Egyptian.
All right, watch this here. Watch this here, D1. Watch this here, D1. You from Louisiana, right? And you know where I'm from. I'm from Beaumont, Texas, man. You know why I'm from the border of Louisiana and Texas. You know this. So if you turn your camera on right now and we look at your face, are we going to say you a Mexican? No, we're not. What we gonna say you is? You Cajun, but I know you're Cajun. Other people will say something else.
Right.
Other people will say you're mixed. Other people will say that, but your DNA go right back to where? The sub-Saharan African. Because you're black. You're just Cajun light skin. That's all that is.
Yeah, I'm gonna have I'm definitely gonna have African ancestry, and I can't wait till my results, man.
So watch this here. If you turn your camera on to me, DNA wise and visually, you are a black man.
Yeah, definitely.
And I yield on that, bro.
All right, can I hopscotch him real quick?
Okay, go ahead, because I want to eat this.
All right. So what's this? You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna jump in with double dutch, like double. I'm jumping and jump out.
We need to have a heretic show, because it ain't no heretics on here going in.
I'm down with the heretic show. Yeah. We need to do that. But let me explain something to you. All right. When it came to Cleopatra, everyone, I believe it was recently argued by, if I'm not mistaken, one of the brothers was arguing about Cleopatra. I believe it was Mudu or Mugabe. Another one of the heretics, right?
Yeah, that's my bro.
All right. I love Mudu. Mudu was official. Okay. Yeah, listen, Mudu argued that Cleopatra is a mulatto.
She is.
That she was more.
She looked like Mariah Carey. She looked just like Mariah Carey.
Right, but listen, I grew up with Mariah Carey. Mariah Carey lived in my town. Mariah Carey's father was black, and she got smushed by all of the black cats in my high school who were my seniors.
So did Cleopatra.
She's a whore. Okay.
So did Cleopatra.
So watch this. But Cleopatra, she fell victim to the white boys. She fell victim to Mark Anthony. Hold on, brother. Mark Anthony and Alexander.
So hold on. So you think if Leonardo DiCaprio walk up to your girl, she ain't finna leave you? Nigga, Leonardo DiCaprio.
Come on, this is the fallacy argument.
Nigga, for that little big tip.
You just got finished talking. Let me finish my argument. Great point. Would my girl leave me for Leonardo DiCaprio? No, the girl that I'm dealing with would rather leave me for what's the Samoan boy's name? Who's married to The Rock. She loves The Rock, and she loves the other Samoan dude.
But she got a white boy that she got a crush on. That she, when that movie come on, damn, that white boy.
All right, man. Listen, man. You're making up fallacy arguments here. I'm trying to be serious.
Every black woman got some white boy they like.
Let me explain something. We're moving off of the topic. Very simply, at the time, Cleopatra is a mulatto. Okay? Understand that the Italians were dark-skinned. Understand that the Sicilians were dark-skinned. Somebody in here stated that Tarsus was Sicilius, which is Sicily. Sicilians are considered dark-skinned, but they are part of the Roman Empire. They claim to be of Spartan and Hellenized doctrines. They are one of the 7 churches of Rome. Okay? The people who are Roman citizens, regardless of whether they're dark-skinned or not, they can be mistaken for Egyptians in the 1st century because there was a lot of race mixing going on at that time that led even to Alexander the Great. It's a fact. Okay? So you had folks that looked Egyptian at that time. A lot of them were light-skinned. A lot of them were mixed blood. They were mixed with Roman and African. But their allegiance was to Rome. And so they considered themselves Roman citizens. What did Paul do when his name was Saul? He killed Christians. He was killing black people left and right. He was killing the original Christians left and right. Listen, I'm not done. I'm almost done. I'm gonna shut up. I promise. Okay? So he was killing original Christians. He was killing black original Christians from Egypt all the way to Hebrews.
True.
Okay?
True.
One of the things is when they said, oh, aren't you the Egyptian? Well, you gotta remember, Paul didn't have a problem lying about his background.
Of course.
Anywhere he went, he told them that he was one of them. And then he started killing them and started Hellenizing their doctrine. You already believe that the man Hellenized his doctrine. I'm telling you that the man came from an Italian father and a Hebrew mother, and we've already established in here today that the genealogy is dictated by the Y chromosome.
So what you trying to say is, hold on.
Roman ancestry, not his black ancestry. You know some mixed.
I thought you were gonna be done, bro. Come on, man. We trying to talk with you. We trying to talk with you. So what you saying is that Paul was a light-skinned brother, like Terrence Howard, and he just went off. Now, you know what? Not like Terrence, like Yashub, because Yashub high yellow too. So you saying that Paul looked like Yashub, but he was going against his own people, but he was still black. No, did Paul have nappy Negro hair? Could he look like Nipsey Hussle? Could Paul look like Nip? Was Nip black?
Nope.
I'm just saying, these people are black people.
Nipsey tell you he was Eritrea. That's what he tell you. He wouldn't tell you he was no
He
fucking
was a
black
Hamite,
man.
considered a y'all, but he's still in my eyes, instead in my eyes, Nip was black. You see what I'm saying? Nip was a black man. Just like
he ran around killing a whole bunch of black folks. Yeah. So he's a coon. Basically, at the end of the day, you admit that he's a coon.
Who, Paul?
Paul!
I mean, I was the first one to say that on the source. Note that.
I've been saying that for the last 48 hours.
And I agree with you. The only thing I didn't agree with you was saying that he was white. He black. He was
a swarthy, mixed Italian and Hebrew. His mother was Hebrew, and his father was Italian.
And he was a coon.
and he was a coon. Yes.
Okay, he was a high
Oh my
yellow
goodness,
coon.
man.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
He was still a
Right.
black
Yeah.
man,
This is
but
I
he was a
agree
insane,
with
bro.
you.
coon.
That's what I'm trying to say. But you cannot say that he was. They thought that he was Egyptian because there was a lot of mixing going on in the first century.
I still say I don't know about his father and his mother
He's
being what you
light-skinned with
talking
curly
about.
hair, bro.
I ain't
And he
done
was
none of that
slaying
research,
his own people, his
but
own
I
mother's
know
people.
one thing. I know one thing that man.
I'll
Go
debate
ahead,
both of y'all
Yashub.
on this topic. I will
Who's this?
debate
Who's
both of
this?
you brothers
Yashar?
on this topic.
Yeah, I love your
Brother
show.
Yeah,
Yashar.
me and Shaw
What
ain't had a
you
good fight
got for me,
today.
baby? What you got? Please bring the argument. Please clarify this for us, brother.
Simply put, he's of the tribe of Benjamin. Ain't no white, ain't no pale skins in Benjamin. Ain't no pale skins was considered to be ever enter the temple, fam. He would have got his head took off instantly.
It's your argument, Shaw. I agree with you. I agree
Paul
with you on that.
was pure blood, bro. We just having a. I'm just talking right now.
Okay,
I ain't pulling out no sources or nothing. Everything
okay,
I'm talking about is based off the Bible right now. But that's just the basis of my argument. You know what I'm saying when it come down to it, because y'all say he not. I know for a fact he is Yashua all the way through and through, from mother to father. So I'm willing to get that in.
Oh, that's him
whenever y'all
saying he
ready.
mixed. I say Paul was a black man he was just a coon. He was like Al Sharpton. That's what I say. Now he say that the man was a white man. I don't think the man was a white man. Because if he was a white man,
Oh yeah, well, let's get it in,
left.
Zion.
But my thing is though, if he was a white man, why would the Most High tell him to go holler at Cornelius? That don't make sense. He would just go through Paul. You see what I'm saying? Like, why would you tell Paul? Why would he inform Paul to go holler at Cornelius to make the Hebrews jealous when he could just do it through Paul? If Paul wasn't black, if Paul wasn't a Hebrew, if Paul didn't look like a Hebrew, if Paul wasn't part of that stock, why would he say that? Why would he do that?
What chapter and verse is that, King Chef?
Hold on, let me find that.
Hold on,
I'm finna get it to you. Give me a second. I thought y'all supposed to know that about Cornelius.
I think that might be either in Romans, somewhere in Romans or
Hey,
Acts.
Zion, while y'all on here arguing this, I'm building my PowerPoint for next Saturday.
My thing is y'all can hear me good? Man, I was dropping real bad.
Go ahead and build that PowerPoint, brother. You gonna need it, brother.
Hold on, let me see. Acts chapter 10, 11, verse 18. Hey.
Acts 10,
Come
11,
on,
18.
bring the smoke. Bring the smoke, brother.
All right.
Oh, not Peter. Yeah, Peter, not Paul. I'm tripping. I always get them two mixed up.
Yeah,
that's my fault.
Sometimes I do too, because they rock together.
Yeah, I be getting them two
but
mixed
ain't
up.
Nobody in here know nothing about no Apollo.
That's my fault, Yashub. I was wrong.
You know, they none of them know nothing about no Apollo.
Let me shut up.
So
I was wrong.
let me just read this real quick. Let me read this real quick, and let me see how you brothers understand what's being read. Because I kind of think this is where it stems from. It says, this is Acts 10 and 1. It says, there was a certain man in Caesarea called Cornelius, a centurion of the band called the Italian band. What's your understanding of that, King?
Like
I'm gonna start with you first,
at that point in time, it wasn't no black folks in Italy because Italy is the main hub of the Roman Empire. That's like the main hub of the Roman Empire. So when it first began, when the Roman Empire first began, I'm not gonna say he was one of the original Romans, but he was part of the Roman Empire, and he was a white dude. He was a centurion at that time.
So you know that your Roman soldiers, captains, hey, cut it out. Leaders of the bands and what so have you. You know they was not Roman descent, Roman by blood.
Hey, that's what I'm saying. He wasn't the original Romans that was the DNA of the founders of Rome. He was the other people of Rome.
So what I'm saying to you is this: those soldiers of Rome were always nations of other people that they conquered. No. I'm saying, bro, their army, the Roman army, that big ass army that was going around wiping shit out. They was wiping shit out with other nations of peoples, bro. As Roman, I guess you can call it as the Roman army.
Now
so
watch this though.
Either that or die.
If Cornelius was a Hebrew and he was black, why would the Most High need to use him to make the Hebrews jealous?
Hold on, I'm back. What's that question again?
I said, if Cornelius was black and a Hebrew, why would the Most High use Cornelius to make the black Hebrews jealous? Why is he using a black Hebrew to make other black Hebrews jealous?
Because Cornelius would be considered a Gentile. Cornelius, hold on.
Well, not
that don't mean you're white.
Right, not exactly. That's what I was gonna say. Gentile.
Cornelius, that don't mean that he was a white boy. It just mean that when you're talking about the jealousy part, you have to understand, bro. When you look back at our ancestors that was in the land, very pompous, very big-headed. You understand? To the point to where they didn't even understand the Mashiach was in their face and walking amongst them. That's a cold pill to swallow, because at the end of the day, I'm talking about the Sanhedrins. I'm talking about the priests that was supposedly supposed to be receiving the word from the Most High so that we can have an understanding as his nation of people. So when they start tricking off and start doing wicked shit, it was just going to trickle down to us because we learning from them. So now you got these motherfuckers that's in the temple teaching and sending, you know what I'm saying, people like, if you ain't standing on the Old Testament, you know what I'm saying, the law, statutes, and commandments as they tell it or as they think you should, then you can't come into the temple. You can't come into the land. If you was a half-breed, a mixed kid, as Zion like to say, the mixed, you wouldn't even made it past the gates, let alone to the steps.
Without going through an
Facts.
Yeah, can I chime in next, please?
Yeah, I want.
So just real quick, let me finish this and you can have it, because I'm looking up what he presented to me. When I look at this information, right, about Cornelius, there has never been a devout heathen, Brother King Seth. Not nowhere in the scriptures will you ever find a devout heathen. Nowhere, bro. This is what this is saying about Cornelius. You got brothers that very, very zealous of the law, statutes, and commandments. That's very, very zealous of the law, statutes, and commandments. And that was Paul. So then you have those zealous that really don't understand the Mashiach yet. And so when you send a person like Cornelius, again, that's not in the land, but studying the law, understand who he is, right? Standing on it as well. You put him in the forefront through one of your, as the Mashiach did, he used Peter, which is one of his disciples. So when Peter says something about anybody, it's gonna stand. The family knew who Peter was, whether they was in the land or they was in the land of the Gentiles. So these brothers that had that seniority, that publishing, so where everybody know who this person is, this is how that takes place, bro. So now the elders that's at the temple. When Paul brings the family there, the so-called Gentiles there, to be cleansed, had all their hair shaved off, to get the circumcision and all that, bro. The only way that they can happen like that is if they bloodline. No heathen can come in there and go through that.
But see, that's what I'm saying.
So you have to understand.
See, that's what I'm saying.
Our heritage, and you have to understand what was allowed, especially back then in our land. Like, you got to understand, we were so fucking strict, bro. It wasn't no bullshit, no slick shit going on like that, bro.
But see, that's what I'm saying. At that point, when Peter was talking to Cornelius, the whole Hebrew people was going crazy. And so the Most High wanted to use somebody different outside of the box to convince them and say, look, this person is doing what I want to do, and he is not of the tribes. He's not of my people that I designated this inheritance to. But I will graft him in. So that would mean if your father is telling you, say, look, I'm finna give somebody else your inheritance, and he bringing the white dude. You'll be like, what's going on? You jealous then? How can these heathen, like you say, be able to get the blessing? Unless some way, somehow. So you saying that Hamites can get the blessing now? Are you saying that Cornelius was a Hamite? Or are you saying that he was that he was part of the family? Just for the simple fact that Cornelius had to be different. He had to be of some other stock to make the Hebrews jealous. And at that point, go ahead.
No.
Well,
No. Go ahead. Go ahead.
When is the elder spokesman going to get his turn? I thought I was next.
I didn't know you was on here, Elder. My bad. I didn't see you. I'm just talking.
Well, I just want to bring up a source that we all don't. First of all, I got a question. Who all considers Josephus an authority? That's to everybody in the room.
I think he's a great source. I ain't gonna say he's an authority, but he's a great source.
It depends on what he's talking about. It depends on what he's talking about for me.
All right. Well, if you go and pull up Castrobaris, I put up the spelling in the chat. If you look up Castrobaris, that is Charles's brother, who was also called Paul. You pull him up in Wikipedia, that tells you exactly who Paul is related to. And he ain't got no Benjamin in him or no Jewish bloodline in him at all. Okay? He's a strict
Hey, So when if ever you want to get this, if you want to debate that, elder, because I don't have a problem with debating elders, not me. When I first started debating in this community, that's the very first person that I've debated was an elder. So if you would like to get that in, we definitely can set that up.
Well, I'm not definitely a debater.
Well, I'm just saying. I mean, you just brought out some information, like
I'm a seeker of truth. See, I don't. I share the material. I believe in giving. Right.
Well, I got some material that say that Paul.
I got material
is of our lineage. That come from our actual ancestors.
I got material to say
his actual people himself.
So if we consider, that's why I said, if we consider Josephus an authority, Josephus himself says Paul isn't who he is. Irenaeus says he's not who he is. Clementine says he's not who he is. So Philo says he's not who he is. So if all these other people who are even, in his same era, saying that he's not who he claims he is.
So what are they saying that? So obviously they're on the same page. What are they saying that he is?
Wikipedia, type in Castrobarus. It gives the breakdown, the family. It shows you a family tree. And Charles and Castrobarus are brothers, and they are Antipater descendants, who Paul clearly says in Romans 16 chapter that he is of the family of Herod. Clearly in Romans 16 chapter.
Romans 16?
In Acts 13. In Acts 13.
Romans 6. Hold on.
In Acts 13:1 as well. Is Acts
moving too fast, man. Romans 16. Let's deal with Romans 16, yo.
I don't know the exact verse. It's not that long, so it's in the first probably 8 verses or somewhere in there.
So what's the name? Boris Castro? Because I'm trying to pull it up.
Castrobarus. I put it in the chat, the spelling.
Okay, let me look. Okay.
So if you go to Wikipedia, it gives you the lineage breakdown of this family, and Paul is in that family of Antipater. Paul, even in Acts 13:1, Paul says he grew up in the household of Antipater. So if that's
so wait. So what you're telling me is that because they have information saying that he grew up in a specific home, he's not of our lineage? That makes you talking about like because what I know, just like Moses, then you can say Moses is not Yahushua because he was raised up in the Egyptian household. Like, what are you talking about, Elder? That don't make no sense.
I'm running with it, brother, because
like it's the truth?
Who else proves?
Okay, that's what I'm saying, man. That's why I need you to get into this ring, man. Like, if you're gonna do something like that out, man, we need to debate that.
But Paul, even
bro, Paul is not gonna tell you. Let me just. I'm gonna say this for you because I don't think you heard it. And this is what I'm gonna need you to do for me, Elder. Show me in the Old Testament where a heathen was able. Let's scratch that. Where a heathen was called a zealous man of the Most High. Can you show me anywhere in the Old Testament where a heathen was brought into the temple by anybody, or just said, you know what, I'm of the bloodline of Benjamin, and now all of a sudden they're able to come into the temple and learn and all these things? Can you show me that? Because if you can't show me that in no place in the scripture, now all of a sudden our ancestors, our elders that was very anal and will kill you, bro. Don't cut me off, yo. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Yeah, hold on.
I'm not even done yet. I'm almost done.
Okay.
I'm almost done. So what I'm saying is this. You mean to tell me that my ancestors, because I ain't never read it, nor seen it, or heard it, or anywhere on the planet, and nothing that I've read concerning Yahushua, I've never read where the ancestors allowed a heathen to come into the temple to do anything. Paul, not only was he in the temple,
praising and worshiping and learning, but he was also speaking to the elders in the temple. No heathen is able to do that.
I think there's a scripture in Ezekiel, and I'm gonna find it and post it in the back. But let me go look.
Thank you. It is. And matter of fact, you got to remember that Herod stacked the Sanhedrin and the Pharisee court with his lackeys. Okay, so those.
Man, listen, bro. I need you to pull that up. You can talk all day. I need you to show me where my ancestors allowed a goddamn heathen into the temple to do anything, bro. That Paul was doing.
We can dialogue.
No, brother, no. I don't listen. You can brother me all day long. I'm asking a real question, and I'm gonna need that information to be presented.
Don't do that to me. I don't curse you. Okay.
Okay.
I'm not doing you nothing, bro. I'm asking for clarification
now, let me finish.
of what you just said.
What I'm trying to explain to you, who else verifies Paul's lineage but Paul in the scripture?
Paul tells you who he is.
Who else?
Do you need me to read it for you? It don't matter.
Correct.
Who else?
Who else?
What you mean, who else? Who else is going to talk about his lineage?
It's funny.
In the scriptures. In the scripture, who else is supposed to talk about his lineage in the scripture?
It's funny how the other disciples' lineage is listed.
What other disciples that lineage is listed, man?
Kepha's is listed. It tells you who his father is. Peter.
Who is Kepha? Who is Kepha? Who is that?
It tells you who his father is. Okay?
Bro, that's not his bloodline, bro.
How is your father?
Like, what are you talking about, Elder? Come on, man. Who told you that was his bloodline? That was his father? Did Peter tell you
Matter
that?
of fact, the writer of the scripture, who wasn't Peter, wrote it in there. So,
come on. Pull it out, the Elder. Pull it out. Stop playing games with me. Pull it out.
I don't
pull up the scripture.
I don't play games.
You are playing, because you not. Only thing you're doing is you're talking. You're just talking. You're just ranting, and you're not pulling up no scriptures to back up nothing you're saying.
That Israel was bringing foreigners into the house and the sanctuary.
Thank you.
It's ridiculous.
You said you found a scripture that Israel was bringing what?
The temples and the sanctuaries. It's Ezekiel 44, 6-9. 6-9.
Easy, and they was doing the work that Paul was doing, right?
You're rephrasing the first.
No, because Paul was moving with authority from the elders. So what I'm about to read is these foreigners with the same authority that Paul had in the temple, right?
Right, but you know, just to go back, he said no foreigners was allowed in the temples, and that scripture proves that they were bringing foreigners inside the temple.
They was not allowed in the temple. According to the Most High's word, they were not allowed in the temple just because they was in the temple.
But Israel was bringing them in.
Okay, so that's all. That's the authority. I'm not trying to cut you off, D1. And that's the authority, bro, that I rocks off of. I'm not going to sit here and say, oh yeah, you know, the BS that we did, it's not there. That's not true. I'm not going to sit there and say that. But what I'm specifically talking about, if you're going to say that Paul is a heathen, then you're going to show me that these heathens before Paul was moving in the same authority that Paul was moving in. Because I've never known that a heathen can just walk into the temple and talk to the elders without an Israelite with them. I didn't know they had that authority.
Okay,
even the foreigners that were so-called in the temple, I didn't know that they could do that. That's what I'm saying. Paul was able to do all these things that I'm speaking about, bro. And that's because he's of the bloodline. This is what these brothers is not, and the elders is not even taking into consideration. As if we don't have a strict way and a strict law that we will kill you, and the Most High will kill you. I mean, if the Most High will kill us for touching the ark and you're not supposed to, only the Levites were able to. What you think is gonna happen if you walk into his temple on your own accord, bro?
Walking into the temple? Who said that Paul was in the temple? Who else besides him said he was in the
Well,
temple?
from what I know, Paul traveled
Are you
to different churches.
man? What man? Yo, that question. Why do you ask who else knew
First
about
of all,
Paul in the temple? So Paul went into the temple by himself and talked to himself, even though the elders was right there talking to him, questioning him about these so-called Gentiles that he's bringing into the temple. So nobody else knew about that but just Paul, right? Not even the people that he was talking to, right?
Well, that's why
This is insane, yo.
Paul is a very interesting character in the
it's not insane. Like I said, I gave the
It
I
is
gave
insane.
the source.
Bro, you ain't gave
I gave the
nothing.
source.
You just gonna be repetitive of what you
I
saying,
said,
Elder. And that's not
did I
giving
not
us
say
nothing.
Pastor Boris?
That's being repetitive. That's doing what these Sunday preachers like to do. Think that because they said 100 times that it's gonna be factual. Like, nah, bro, it's still a lie after the 101st
Don't
time.
forget to like, share, and subscribe.
Which chat
Don't
you
forget
posted?
to like,
Which chat
share,
you
and
posted
subscribe.
that?
What's that?
Seven Branch Academy. That's the chat you posted that name in. Seven Branch Academy.
What's that?
That name you spoke of, Boris.
Oh,
Is it in the
I put
Seven
it
Branch
in the.
Academy?
No, it's from Josephus. This is Josephus speaking on Paul, whose name was originally Saulus. Okay, because that's what his original name was, Saulus. And it is a quote, and it's Josephus is talking about him and his brother and how they used to go around collecting taxes for the church of Rome.
Right.
Okay. Going around
where?
Judea,
To the churches.
going around.
That's what I said. Paul traveled to different churches. That's what I mentioned earlier.
Making no sense,
Traveled through Judea, he traveled through. He was traveling all over.
Right.
Nowhere in the scriptures do I read about Paul going around collecting
But
taxes from anybody.
Josephus said that in his work.
Right. Correct. That's what I'm saying. That's what I said.
Like I said, nowhere in the scriptures do I see Yeshua sending Saul.
Let me give the
nowhere
spelling of the name. So, like I said, you can pull it up in Wikipedia, and it got all the sources connecting to Josephus that talks about it. The spelling is Costobar, the brother of Saul. This was Saul's brother. He had a brother.
Man, post all that in Seven Academy Branch, so I can look over some of that stuff.
Wait a minute, hold up. Wait a minute.
Right here. Here's the constructive response.
I know you don't have me reading this. Get up! I know you don't have me reading this information.
Why tickle your belly?
I know. I really don't.
Why does Bobby walk home alone?
Let me just finish reading. I just know for a fact you ain't got me reading something. You're not being honest about this information. Hold on.
Bobby,
so gladly accepted these favors, which were more than he had expected. He was never error's man.
Bobby
always towards Mia and his own ambition in that
region.
Rovis was more noble family of
he was
Sad
have a conversation. That he lost the game. Period. Stop!
Or hit that like button.
I'm playing, man. It's because I'm helping you. Doesn't mean that you.
Zion, you lying, bro. You lying.
Oh, my bad. I do homework on my son. My bad. So let me say this. Do real. What specifically in Wikipedia do I go to show me where this person Saul is a brother of this person that you're talking about?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna read these sources and check it out.
Yeah, you on the source, man. Where it come from, man? We gotta talk about it. I've I just been listening to y'all. 'Cause I've been working on my presentation. You know how your parents had that special belt for that special occasion. You know what I'm saying? As soon as you mess up, they whip that belt out. You know what I'm saying? So I'm prepping my belt so I can spank these kids, man.
If you put Casa Bar into the search engine, it'll
Talk
come up
your
with
shit,
a
Yashub.
Wikipedia source.
Talk your
Man, stop. Man, this is man, can you man, damn, bro. I can't. This shit is getting on my nerves, man. It's like, yo, you ask me a question, I'm gonna show you how to answer a
Man,
question,
spell
man.
that name
This
so I
shit
can
is
put that
crazy,
shit
bro.
in my
So
phone.
brother,
I'm not gonna
King
tell
Chef,
you go put into the search engine. I'm not gonna tell you to go put into the search engine and keep on pulling up stuff, and it's nothing specific about what you're saying. So now I
No,
gotta read
that's not
all
what I
of this
said, brother.
information.
Brother, all you got
let
to
me
and
bring
then
that. You gonna see the information when I bring my PowerPoint to that debate about Paul. King
man,
Chef, whatever
this shit is
information you
ridiculous,
got
bro.
to help me out, yo, you just blew a whole stack when you brought up the whole blood lineage of Paul from his own words in the scripture. I ain't never even seen that before. That was mind blowing to me because
You're welcome,
that just
brother. You're welcome.
confirmed
That's what I'm
everything that
saying.
I've been saying. Confirmed it. Paul is a traitor. He didn't come here to preach the gospel of Jesus Christ. He came to usurp the religion and the people under Hellenization.
But hold on. Paul was wasn't his father Pharisees? They was against Hellenization.
Yes, Pharisees also, but what did the brother just say? He said something about Paul being a part of the Pharisees.
Yeah, because the Sadducees is the ones who favored the Hellenization.
Who's speaking? Is that LeGrant?
No, that's me. That's Derek.
Okay. Yeah.
Herod placed key people in the Pharisee order. Okay, the Pharisees was controlled by Herod. Okay, this is
All right,
historical.
so check this out.
This
Let
is
me ask you a
historical.
question, my brother. Let me ask you a question. If say let me think of somebody in the present day, clean ass nigga, or somebody who claims to be a black person but really ain't, comes and turns around and says, hey, now I'm a Christian, and even though I was killing Christians yesterday, today I became a Christian, much like the same order that Constantine did. I never met Jesus, but on the road to Damascus, a light shined down on me and shined upon my hindquarters, and now I'm a Christian, and now I'm going to teach you things that Jesus didn't even teach.
In this sign you shall conquer. You forgot Constantine looked in the sky.
Come on, but
He
watch
saw the
this.
sign of the
Watch
cross.
this. Yes, but watch this. The
I
very
definitely
same
agree with
event
you.
that Constantine claimed to have given him the cross is the same event that Paul claims Jesus gave him the
But see,
cross. The road to Damascus.
Constantine used it for bad though. Constantine used it for
So did I'm arguing. So did Paul.
Now y'all know Paul. His two stories on the way to Damascus, they contradict each other. Y'all know that, right? I hope y'all
Man,
know that shit.
listen, bro.
Hey,
So
let me ask
this is
y'all
what
a question.
Costu Bar. This is what Costu Bar, brother of Saul, right? This is what this information reads, right? It says Costu Bar and Saul were royal Herodian brothers. But they don't, how do you make an assumption, right, of brothers and you don't know they damn parents? But they brothers though. And then you have elders that run with this type of stuff, bro, and say,
Brother,
they have brothers and sisters.
Did you not see the family tree that's
Where's the
listed
parents at? Who's the parents? Who's the parents?
Did you not see
elder?
the family tree?
Who's the parents? Who are the parents, elder? Listen to my question. I put up your information. I read it. Who are the parents, elder?
Brother, I had answered that already, but I'll answer it again. It says
You see what I'm saying? This is why I get the way I get, family. On some G shit. Hold on, elder. Hold on 1 second, because I thought we had a clear understanding when we had a conversation with me, you, and Jihad.
Brother,
I thought we
we
had a
do
real
have a
clear
real
understanding
clear
about this.
understanding,
This is the
but
type of
you
shit
don't.
that really gets me
What the
irritated.
measure that
I
you
ask
are
y'all
measuring with,
questions,
you
right?
don't even know
And I'm talking
the
right
full
now,
fact,
and the
though.
elders overtalking
That's
me,
your
right? Like I'm
preference.
not talking, right? Right? That's how we gonna move, right? You gonna overtalk me while I'm talking, just so I can raise my tone, right? This is the type of shit that y'all want from Yashar. Because I know for a fact, when
No,
y'all
you
talk,
don't.
I shut the
You
fuck
asked
up and
me
I
a
listen.
question. I was in the
I
process
know
of
for a fact.
answering your question, and you interrupted
You
me.
didn't fucking answer my question, Elder.
You
Tell me some
interrupted
shit,
me.
something
You
else.
interrupted me.
I asked you specifically, who are the parents? Yo, I say, I already told you. I
Talk
asked you
your
just
shit,
now who the
Yashar.
parents are. I didn't ask you
Talk
what
your
the fuck
shit,
did you say
Yashar.
earlier.
Talk your shit,
I didn't ask
Yashar.
you that shit.
Put his ass shit.
So all I'm saying is, who are the parents right now, Elder? Can you answer that? If you don't have an answer, let's leave the conversation
I
fucking
do
alone.
have an
Because you don't
answer
have
if
no
you
fucking
gonna let
answer
me
at
speak.
all
You gonna
for
let
none
me
of this
speak?
shit.
You gonna let me speak?
You just pulling shit out your ass
You
that
gonna
you
let
don't
me
even
speak?
have
Can
nothing
I
to
speak
support
now?
this shit with.
Can I?
I want to
May
know
I
who the
speak?
parents are. That's all I want to know, Elder. I don't want to hear
May
the
I speak?
rhetoric. I don't want to hear the bullshit. I specifically asked the question.
I can speak now, right?
Hey, but this a family show.
Okay.
This a family show.
Yeah,
But
that's
hold on. Let me
what
say
he
this.
don't get.
Let me say this.
That's
Let
his
me say
main
this,
issue.
Elder.
It's his
Elder.
inability to
Elder.
command his
Elder.
own mouth.
Elder.
You need to change
Elder.
your name from commander because you can't command
Ridiculous,
even
bro.
your own control your own self, which is a shame for an adult.
Man, I'm not worried about what how you
Anti-pattern.
feel. You answer the
Anti-pattern.
question. All that you
Anti-pattern.
talking, after you finish saying all of that, how you feel, you
Anti-pattern.
still gotta
I
answer that
answered
question,
it.
Elder.
Anti-pattern.
You ain't answer
Anti-pattern.
shit. That's they pat. That what is that? A father, a mother? Who is that? Anti-pattern. Who is that?
The mother is
Because I don't see that
Bernice.
nowhere in this information.
Anti-pattern.
That is not the mother, bro. That is not the mother. First cousin, once removed from their aunt, Bernice.
You're not letting.
Hold on.
I thought I was answering the
Hold on.
question.
So you saying Paul's family was the anti-pater, whatever you want to call it?
That's what Josephus says. Paul is
You
anti-pattern
talking about
bloodline.
Herod and all of them? Because that's who the anti-paters are.
Right.
Now
Correct.
remember that Josephus is coming up. He was born in 37 BCE with AD. 37 AD. Josephus is coming up 4 years after Jesus Christ. He would be alive during the time. This is the information. He's alive during the time of Paul. He's alive during the time of Paul. Now go to the Antiquities of the Jews. Read that extensive document.
You can't refute that, brother. You can't refute that.
In the
I'm
family
argue
list,
against y'all with that brother Yashub. Well, show me
it
that
shows
source
the
from
family
Josephus,
lineage
goddammit. Don't play.
and the Wikipedia that I was telling the brother to pull up. It shows the family tree and it gives you who his mama, daddy was, and everything. It shows you in the breakdown, and it shows Costabaris, Salome, Antipater, Bernice, Antipater, Costabaris, Antipater, and then they bore Costabaris and Saulus, Antipater. So Paul was an Antipater.
Bam. Now, can I add on? Can I jump in real quick? Can I jump in real fast? I hope nobody wants me to step on. I'm not stepping on anybody's toes.
And hold on 1 second, brother. Let me apologize to Yashar. I repent. Okay, for if
quick.
Yeah.
Let me read this information real quick, bro. Hold on. So this is what the elder just told me to pull up. So I pulled this information up, right? I pulled this information up. Then I asked this man, who are the parents? He goes to read off some anti-pass bullshit. Now let me read to you who this anti-pass person is, right? Antipater, if that's the name, the other name that you want to use, I'm gonna read it all to y'all, family, and I'm gonna show you how he's lying. Those are not his parents. Listen, it says Custabar and Saul were royal Herodian brothers, the kinsmen of Antipas ben Alexis. and of Agrippa the second. While Josephus does not specify, listen clearly, because he's talking about Josephus in his information. It says, while Josephus does not specify the parents of Costobar and Saul, but according to this elder, the parents are named in this information that Josephus has presented to us. After the information just said he didn't specify the parents at all. So let's continue to read. It says the name of Costobar provides a clue. Talks about the grandfather. Their grandfather was very likely Costobar Us, the second husband of Salome, the sister of Herod the Great. That's not the parent. That's not the father. According to the information, that would be the grandfather. Let's continue to read. Costobar is an uncommon name, there being only these two individuals so named in all of Josephus' writings. Really. This means that Antipas ben Alexis was a nephew of Costobar and Saul through their sister Cyprus, Bat Antipater, and Agrippa II, was first cousin once removed to them through Aunt Bernice, who married Astrobulus with Ben Herod and are the parents of Agrippa I. That has nothing to do with Saul, nor his bloodline, nor his parents. When I asked the elder about this information, and I asked him about the parents, he said, it's there. Where? I read about his auntie. I read about maybe a grandfather. I read about no father, no parent, no mother to specify anything of his bloodline from Josephus. This is the Wikipedia information he wanted me to pull up. This is why I say people be lying. The information is right here in front of me. Like I said, Paul being of Benjamin, this is why he had access to Jerusalem the way he had access. Other than that, he would not have had access to the temple at all.
He's a Jew.
Man, you don't ask me nothing. This is your information. You should this is your information. You should be able to break this down. Don't ask me nothing about your information.
With Salome being the queen at the time of her rulership. That's the Hasmonean dynasty you're talking about. All of those people were Jews, unless you got some kind of conflicting evidence. The Salome was a Jew. The Antipater king before her was a Jew. So I don't understand. The people from the Hasmonean dynasty were Jews, unless you want to say the Maccabees wasn't Jews and Simon and them wasn't Jews. So they started the Hasmonean dynasty. So I gotta roll with the general on this one.
So what do you mean? You mean then then Edom, the Edomites are Antipaters?
No, just because they carry that name, just like Flavius Josephus. Flavius means the golden one, right? So Flavius Josephus got a Roman name, but that doesn't mean that he is an actual bloodline Roman. That just means he carries that name or that moniker. Like Antipater. Antipater means God on earth or something like that. I can't remember what it means.
Yeah, I think it does mean something like that if I remember from
the it's like a luxurious title.
Yeah. Right.
So people in the royalty are the ruler. Because remember, the Pharisees were the rulership class. You
right.
Salome started the Pharisees. It wasn't about Hellenization or nothing like that. It was the ruling class trying to set back governance in Judea again. They were trying to control themselves and be self-reliant again after the Greeks did what they did. Right?
This Saul, this Costobar, brother of Saul, that Saul is not even Paul from the scriptures, fam.
Can you show me that,
this is not
my
even
brother
Paul from the
Bashar?
scriptures,
Why
bro.
it's not the same person?
So I can show you.
I'm gonna read this for you. Antipas, hold on. This is why it's not. Antipas, who had remained in Jerusalem, was arrested by the insurgents and slain in prison by John ben Dorcas, who was under commission from the bridge. Hold on. No, that's not it. I just read it. Hold on. Give me a second. Hold on. Give me a second. I gotta open this door real quick. Hold on.
I'm remembering Costabar was Idumean.
Thank you. That's my point. So if your grandfather is a Costabarius, obviously you are Edomite as well. So
my question would be:
Paul was not one of us. Paul was not one of us by faith.
Hold on. I'm
brought Greco-Romanization into Israel. He's a Hellenized.
Zion.
Okay, here we go. This is why I say this, Elder. It says the following of the battle of Bet Horon, right? In which the Jewish insurgents defeated the Roman general Cestus, Costabar, Saul, and Antipas were besieged in the royal palace. Subsequently, Costabar with his brother Saul escaped from Jerusalem. We don't see no information nowhere where Paul got to escape from Jerusalem, bro. Like what?
Didn't Paul had to escape from Jerusalem in the book of Acts?
What? Pull it up.
Man, I'm going to Acts 16,
Pull it up.
Man.
Let's compare. Pull it up and let's compare. You say go to Acts 16, Dewan?
Well, that's what he kept talking about. So I want to see what he's talking
Dewan,
about.
you say go to Acts 16?
Yeah, that's where I'm at. Because he kept bringing it up. Hold on. I thought so Acts 16 is when they circumcised Timothy.
I'm just saying, bro. I'm just waiting on the elder to bring out this information because
right.
Who's speaking?
I'm trying
Who's speaking right now, brother?
I want to see what he's talking about.
Yeah, okay. Yashub, bless up, brother.
Hey, bro, hold on. Let me say this, bro.
Both sides, the information is coming from both sides. Both sides are strong in your arguments. You know what I'm saying? Like, even though I'm taking a position against Paul, I mean, like, I'm over here listening in awe of y'all knowledge and y'all ability to research and bring up the information. I have to say that this right here is good. This is good debate. Good debate. We need to really get this on the platform and really try to argue this out. Now, I'm doing the Pauline doctrine thing, I think, with Brother Don. I'm sorry, but a couple of y'all brothers gave me some ammunition. And some of y'all who don't even agree with me gave me some ammunition. Oh, my God.
All right. So, hold on. Damn, did I get booted?
What my man Al Pacino say? He said, I'm reloaded.
Hey, Yashub,
we're gonna have a nice, good debate.
Okay.
Oh, come on, man. I can't get in there.
All right.
Y'all still there?
You said
Brother Yashub, you got some ammo?
Okay, so this is another thing it says, right? This is the information again about this Saul individual, right? It says there is a fringe theory that Saul and Josephus writing was the same person as Saul of the New Testament. According to this theory, reference of Saul in Acts of the Apostles. So that's what you was talking about, Elder? That's why you said Acts. You don't really have a verse.
Hey, hold on. Let me say this, man. Hey, we've been on 3 hours, man. I got to get up right early in the morning at 5. I'm going to holler at y'all. You know what I'm saying? I ain't want to be rude to jump off, man, but I got to go, man. You know what I'm saying? 10 toes down, tanks on the ground.
All right, shalom.
We out. I'm out, man.
And let me start off.
So
I repent, brother, if you felt that I was being in any way evasive, because I don't play that game. Like I said, uh, Yashub will let you know I share information. I send him so much stuff. He'll tell you. I send him stuff all the time. So I'm not trying to evade no question. If I'm repeating your question back to you, I'm just trying to verify and get clarification with the question. So I'm not trying to evade anything. I don't play them games. Okay, I'm straight. I'm straight. I'm a straight shooter. I don't play that stuff. But the in Acts the 23rd chapter and starting at the 16th verse, this is where Paul was given.
27, 16.
They were about to kill Paul, and Paul got help to escape. His sister, gave him a heads up that his life was in danger and he was going to be killed. So when you're reading through Josephus, he has a lot of stories that he tells that correspond with things. Everything is not always going to be spelled out per se exactly 100%, but because you have a lot of similarities, you just don't throw that away. Because we got to remember people are adjusting history to their own devices and stuff like that. So I don't throw that away. I got to keep it. And
let me ask you a question, right? Because when we was talking about, if I'm not mistaken, was it you or was it Xion that we was talking about when we spoke about the Italian band? Who was it? Was it you?
It was the Gold Coast Gorilla, nigga.
No, bro. It was somebody else that said something about the Italian band and that being the reason that, I'm saying, he's an Italian. Because, because he's a part of the so-called Italian army.
Nah, I'm saying at that point in time in Rome, it was nothing but white folks that was considered or even thought about as being wrong. I think they suppressed black folks from being actual Roman citizens. And so when they say he was a Roman centurion, I think that's exactly what they mean. He was a white security guard. That's what he was. That's what I believe.
So what would you say about what is that? What did you say? You said 20, you said 27, and what would you say about Augustus band? The Julius, what about one named Julius, a centurion? It's another centurion of the Augustus band. Not the Italian band, but the Augustus band. What's the difference between the two?
Who you ask me?
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm not gonna
anybody.
I'm not gonna lie. I haven't done much research on the Augustus band, so I ain't gonna answer. I ain't gonna try to even answer that. But my thing is, when they start saying these bands, these centurions, it's a different lingo, a different tone, a different way they talking when they talking to their fellow brothers in the scriptures. They're talking to them in a whole totally different way.
Right. I agree with that.
So it's like they talking to them like somebody that's an outsider. And my thing, like I was telling you saw earlier, like with Cornelius, why would the Most High need this person, a black, somebody that they say is a black Hebrew Israelite, to make the other black Hebrew Israelite jealous? That seems so ironic. That seemed like a waste of time to me. Like, if I was trying to make black people jealous, wouldn't I use a white person to do it? If I want to make black women jealous, what's the first thing I can do? As if I'm an NBA player and I want to make black women jealous, what should I do? Everybody know the answer. Marry a white woman. And every black woman around the globe gonna go ham. You see, that's my wife right there talking. She gonna be mad. You see what I'm saying? So why would the Most High use wrong? That's like using J. Edgar Hoover to do something to us. He finna give J. Edgar Hoover blessings before he give goddamn Huey Newton.
Yeah, but the designation of white didn't exist until 1680, man. So that's not, they didn't even classify, skin color.
Damn, what happened to him? You kicked him out? Yashub?
I'm working on my presentation, man.
I was like, damn, Yashub kicking people out as soon as they say something. He down, he don't like you.
Nah, bro.
Yo.
I ain't kick nobody out, man. I ain't kick nobody.
Y'all got a lot. Yeah, I fell out for a second, so you didn't kick me out. But man, I'm gonna have to bring this in my argument. I'm gonna have to bring one of the things in my argument.
I wasn't understanding what I was saying when you left.
I heard you.
I heard what you were
saying. I just got lost for a second. I heard what you were saying.
Oh, you heard?
I just wanted to say this because when you brought up the issue about them bringing, why would they bring a black person to do this, or why would they bring, a person? Why wouldn't
make that person jealous? That don't make sense.
No, it does. It does, because you got to remember, what are the tactics of the Romans?
Hold on. So if I say I got a blessing for black people, and the black people acting crazy, you mean to tell me I'm gonna bring another black person to make other black people jealous?
Yes.
That don't even make sense.
Because that's the only way you're gonna get them to move out
that don't
of the
bring
square.
nothing but hate toward other black people. We
experience
that now.
That's called divide and conquer. That is the tactic of the Romans. They wanted to divide.
I got you. So you saying God is trying to divide and conquer?
No. I'm telling you that God ain't got nothing to do with this. This has to do with man's ability to pick and choose. You state that God gives man free will. That means that God has decided in some issues, God steps aside to let man make the choice, just like he did in the Garden of Eden.
See, you talking like you believe in the Bible and all that other shit. I don't believe in it.
All right, so understand this. When it comes to the scriptures, there is wisdom in it. There is hidden wisdom. There is historical relevance. There are things within the scriptures that have connection to science, although it's not a science book, it's not a history book, and what is not is a book that actually gives us clear direction beyond the laws and what the scriptures say is right, which is natural stuff, like the law of reciprocity. Even single-celled organisms practice reciprocal altruism. These are not things that are unfathomable to us. These are things that the scriptures gives us understanding of. But however, understand this, when it comes to Paul is doing a work that is consistent with what Romans have done in their conquest of empirical power. He is the person who decided, hey, I'm a Roman, I'm slaying Christians, but the Christians are still getting more numbers and more numbers. The more I slay them, the more martyrs there are, the more followers there are. How do we switch this table up? Well, we turn our religion into Christianity, and we place our religion within their Judaism. The moment we do that, now we are still in control. Now we got people worshiping Yeshua under the name of Zeus. Now we got people practicing Diaphysite religion, which is Greco-Roman, over the Monophysite, which is the Hebrew. Understand that what he did was Hellenized Judaism and the original practices of what we call Christianity today. Christianity today is a Roman Catholic, Greco-Romanized Catholic faith, and it is not consistent with the Old Testament, nor is it consistent with the teachings of Jesus Christ. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all.
Right.
Y'all don't have to believe me. Y'all don't have to believe me, but that man was on a mission when he was slaying our ancestors. And he was still on a mission when he lied to them in order for them to convert.
Hey, brother Zion, let me give you another good source. Check out the Asiarchs and who they work for. Because remember,
please show me. Please show me. Send it into the back. I will bring this up in my debate. Send it to me personally if necessary, but I don't care if you send it in the back chat because I want them to be able to form an argument against it. See, when I'm dealing with legal matters, I have to present all of my discovery to the opposing counsel before I go and argue it. So that at least there's no surprises when it comes to a true debate. A true debate, you're supposed to present your arguments first. And then when you get in the ring, then you argue why those are correct. And the opposing counsel argues why it's incorrect. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm not afraid to show any evidence. So if you want to post it in the back chat, please post it in the back chat. I will take it and I will add it to my argument because some of y'all brothers educated me tonight, and I'm gonna keep it 100. Everything all of y'all said only did one thing: confirm what it was that I already knew. Paul is a Trojan horse. He's a Trojan horse. How did the Trojans get into the temple? They made a gift that looked like it was a gift. Just like Paul came as he was a Jew, but when it was time for him to get killed, he became a Roman. Come on. Come on. He was doing a work. He was doing a work for the same people he was killing the Christians for in the beginning.
Zion.
Yes, sir.
When they persecuted him, right? When it was about to persecute him, the reason why he spoke and said that he's a Roman citizen is so that he can be heard, brother. It had nothing to do with anything else. If he didn't use that token, they would have just killed him on the spot, like, you know. But they have to respect their Roman citizens. They have to hear their Roman citizens out.
Right.
You understand?
Why?
But that does not make him a Roman by blood, bro.
But
if you know their laws, like me, if I know the laws of America,
right?
You understand what I'm saying? I can fight the fight in their courts.
Right.
If I don't know them, then whatever they want to do to me is going to be done, and we've been seeing that for years, bro.
All right. So let me just argue this one point for you, brother, and this is why I don't rock with Paul. Okay, when it comes to that monophysite and diaphysite aspects of the divinity of Jesus Christ, the diaphysite is more consistent with Greco-Roman mythology, with the Perseuses, the demigods. There was part flesh, but then the divine was placed within them. Zeus ran around having sex with all these girls and made a whole bunch of babies. And this is the diaphysite that is being presented to us as African American Christians, as coming from any church that is dealing with the Roman Catholic Church. That includes Protestants, that includes Pentecostals, Baptists, Methodists, Mormons, even the Jehovah's Witnesses. All of them are diaphysite. And this is Greco-Roman. The difference is Africans saw the nature of a human being as being divine at the same time. Monophysite faith is more Afrocentric. It is more original Judaic than the diaphysite. Why is Paul teaching a doctrine that is diaphysite that is more consistent with the Romans that he claims citizenship to, and not arguing a monophysite view on the divinity of Jesus Christ, on the text, on all of the scriptures. He is an antichrist, according to even Paul. I mean, not Paul, John on the Island of Patmos. I don't believe John on the Island of Patmos really cared for Paul's doctrine, because the Revelations speaks against Paul's doctrine.
Thank you.
So somebody agrees with me, right?
Yeah, they do. That's what all the
Paul's doctrine. See,
right there.
John on the Island of Patmos was trying. The reason why they exiled him to an island was because they could not find any fault to just slaughter him, right? But because he was teaching a doctrine that was consistent with the original Jewish Hebraic text and how they saw God and even the Messiah, they had to exile him where he could not influence anyone any further with his doctrine. The same thing they did to Apollos. This is what I was trying to tell y'all. Apollos had a different doctrine than Paul. Paul's doctrine goes along with the Greek narrative. Now, if y'all like animations, me and my son have been watching this series called The Blood of Zeus. Oh my God, doesn't that sound kind of familiar? The Blood of Zeus. This is a cartoon animation about Greek mythology.
And it's the actual story.
Bam! You heard my son? So now, if you watch this video, you will see the difference between Greek thinking, and you'll go back to the Old Testament and even the testaments of Jesus Christ and know that Paul is teaching you guys to be Greeks. You're not Hebrew if you're under Paul. I'm sorry. You're a Greek. You're a Roman.
Because philology speaking in the language, Paul would have been saying Jesus. Because remember, he said he speaks Greeks to Greek. So he would have been saying Jesus.
Right. And then he also says that he lied, right? So he understands.
Hold on.
Paul understood what the Hebrews were teaching, but he knew that he had to preach. He knew that he had to preach to the Greeks in a specific way. But also in doing so, he had to get the Hebrews that were around him to agree with it. And that is why he says, I caught thee by guile. He's been lying the whole time.
Ooh-wee. All right, so again, I want to touch on that Jesus thing. They did not say Zeus. That's a modern.
No, Jesus is modern. Jesus is the Latin. Latin comes from the Greek. I will show you that Jesus was spoken of in Greece at the time that Jesus was in existence.
In the back, if you can.
Go ahead, brother. My bad.
When you say the Greek god Zeus is not pronounced with a Z, they pronounced it with a D. It would have been more like Deus. It wouldn't have been Zeus.
Yeah. Wait, what is Deus? What is Deus in Spanish, in Latin? What is Deus in Latin? Deus means God.
Yes, but they did not call.
Watch what I'm saying. You're proving my point. You're proving my point, brother. Now,
no one called.
Understand this.
Jesus Deus. No, there's no referencing
Deus. Hey Deus. Hey Deus or Hey Zeus. Hey Zeus is spelled in the Greek. I will show you in the Greek. I can prove it to you. In the Greek, Hey Zeus is spelled with 3 letters. Chi, Psi, Sigma. Sigma is the spelling of us, U-S. The U-S phonetic on the back of any name gives you a surname to the god Cronus. Meaning that if you had a name like Perseus or Zeus, you were a offspring or a worshiper of Cronus or Zeus, the child of Cronus.
Yes, it
Just
was
like
considered a
Yah
Therefore name.
Yah is the phonetic that represents Yahweh. So anyone who named their children with a Yah sound, Yerushalayim, Yashar, Yeshua, Yehoshua, when you place the Yah in the phonetic of the name, you're saying that the people are subject to that jurisdiction. They're subject to Yahweh. Okay? Am I right or am I wrong?
You're wrong, because what you're not understanding is a transliteration happened with that name.
No,
So,
I'm trying to tell you that when you're dealing with the U.S.
God damn, brother.
When you let me explain, because I was silent for a minute and I let everybody rock out. Let me just spit, because I do like to talk.
You want to preach? I know.
In law, let me preach just for a second. Just for a second. So when we get into the Greco-Roman, understand that the Chi, Psi, Sigma. Chi is not a letter that just denotes the sound of the J or the Hey, all right? So Jesus or Jesus. It's not just that, okay? The Hey, the Chi Sigma, the Chi symbol represents divinity.
30 seconds,
Hey,
brother.
so when I said, you heard me say this before?
No, but you just
Get it now.
Huh?
you draw on with this forever.
Dad?
All right, I don't want to be long-winded. You know what I mean? And I hear what you're saying, brother.
It's one word: metathesis. This is what we're dealing with. A metathesis. A metathesis is the transposition of vowels and sounds from one language to another. For example, you got George in English. It's Jorge in Spanish. Why? Because there are different grammatical structures and syntax for each language. So you can't say George in Spanish because they don't have that G sound in Spanish. So they use Jorge to transliterate that. It's called a metathesis. Same thing with Jesus. Same thing with any name that's going into a foreign or another language. It is not going to transliterate with the same vowels and consonants. It's just not going to sound the same. It's that simple. I mean, I can go on and on and on about this. It's called metathesis. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but he's
The
what
only
he's saying.
reason I'm rebutting you because it got quiet.
If I can explain it to you with one example, would you listen?
I've been listening to you, man, this whole time while I'm making this.
I wasn't really talking the whole time. Yashub, Yashar and the other brother was getting it in. I've been kind of silent because I've been helping my son with his homework, and I've been trying to chime in here and there. But just really
let
quick.
me add this piece. Let me add this piece because the SUS is theophoric. So that any name that has that suffix in it is considered to be a Zeus.
Yes,
based on Zeus.
So Josephus got SUS in it.
So let me go into the chi symbol. Let me break down the chi symbol.
I got the scholar work that proves it. I got a scholar that he says that's how it works. Any name that was of that
has the SUS or US, yes.
You know what else?
Chi, Zeus or Us or Psi Sigma. That's what the Us is Sigma.
Anything
you know, watch this. Do you know what Paul on the island of Patmos was really saying when he was talking about 660 and 6?
I'm pretty sure you're going to tell me.
Yeah, I'm about to tell you, brother. All right, so you know when they say Hades, a lot of y'all think Hades is hell. Hades is not hell. Hades is the god of the underworld. So he's like the dude in control of hell, according to the Greeks. He's kind of like Anubis, right, in the Egyptian.
Dad?
Wait. So Hades is not his name, nor is Hades the name of hell? Nazari, what is the name of the Greek hell?
Taurus.
Tartarus. Tartarus is the name of the Greek hell, also called by that name in Dante's Inferno. But the god of Dante's Inferno's name is Hades. No, Hay is actually a title that is placed on top of the name. Technically, and I have an old book here from, it was like 1950 something, that deals with Greek mythology. And Hades, his name is not Hades. His name is D's, like these nuts. That was a joke. Y'all can laugh. But no, but I'm dead ass. His name was D-E-S-E, D's. When you said Dios, D's, Dios, D's, Zeus. Hey is the chi symbol. It's pronounced with a H, and nowadays it's pronounced with a J sound in the Latin, which is where Spanish comes from. Okay? So when we get that hey, you say Jorge and this, that, and the other, right? You just said it. Understand that the chi symbol is a symbol of divinity. It means the God. And then the name that follows is who they're describing as the God. Hey, D's means the God D's, who is the brother of Hey, Zeus. So you cannot tell me Jesus is the name of, is a transliteration. Because at the time that Yeshua was in existence, the Greeks were already worshiping Jesus as the king of Mount Olympus.
Can I get a reference on that? Because I'm gonna
bring all of that into the debate, brother.
Oh, okay.
I will bring all of that to the debate.
I'm just gonna say this.
What is the debate?
The Greeks would never said what you just said. They would have said Deus. They wouldn't have said Zeus.
No, wait, hold on. Theus is also a god in Greek mythology. Where we get the word theology comes from Theodosius. Theodosius is a Greek god who is also a brother of Zeus.
I understand that. They wouldn't say Zeus. They would say, you keep saying Zeus.
That's not even an argument because both of what you just said substantiates Hellenization into Christianity and Judaism.
You know the point. I'm not substantiating Hellenization. I always say the Greek manuscripts didn't come first. You new to this. I always say the Aramaic script came first.
Right, and the Aramaic precedes Paul. Paul, who is a Roman and a Greek.
My point is, you saying Zeus means this, or Jesus means a reference to that God, but they would they would not call him Zeus. They would call him Deus. You just admitted that.
Hey Zeus or Hey Zeus. Watch this. Romans pronounce things differently than Greeks. Like, for instance, they didn't call Hey Zeus or Hey Deus the same name that the Greeks did. The Greeks used Hey Deus and Hey Zeus. Yes, both of those terms related to Zeus. Now, what did the Greeks call Zeus? What did the Romans call Zeus? Do you know what they called him?
They didn't call him
Jehovah. That's when the J came in. Jehovah.
Wait, what about the pain?
I swear on everything, the word Jehovah also means Zeus.
Wait a minute. They have their own equivalent to Zeus because Zeus is the
Yahweh is not Jehovah. Yeshua is not Jesus. That's what I'm telling you.
Got you. That's your opinion. But what I'm saying is the
I have
Romans.
the substantiating facts for that. I'm gonna bring that to that debate.
I want you good. But what I'm saying is the pantheon or the different gods that the Romans had, they have the Roman equivalent to what the Greeks gods had. So if you're saying they worship Zeus, no, the Romans would have worshipped Mars. They would have worshipped Jupiter. I believe Jupiter.
Every single god that's in Greek, every single Greek god is worshipped in Rome under a different name. Understand that Mars. Wait, hold on. No, Mars is the same. Hold on, brother. Hold on. You're incorrect.
Hold on.
Mars is called Hermes in Greek. Hermes and Mars are the same character. One is Greek, one is Roman.
That's what I was saying. That's the point I was trying to make, brother. That's the point I was trying to make. So they wouldn't have said Zeus. The Romans would say Jupiter.
They would say Jehovah.
All right, man. You got it.
Jehovah. Jehovah.
You got it, man. All right, Jehovah.
Jehovah. It's spelled with 3 letters, and it would be a J.
Right. That's correct. What he's saying. It would have been Jehovah. That's what they used.
Jehovah was the name of Zeus in Roman. In the Greeks, it would be Deus. Deus is the same in Latin. Deus means God. Or Zeus. Zeus. The same name.
So
the
I'm
same person.
The Roman god of lightning.
Same God.
I'm gonna get the Roman god of lightning.
Go ahead, brother. Go. Listen, I did this argument with a Greek person, and he thought that I knew more about Greek language than he did.
I'm not making no claims. I'm just trying to get to the bottom of what you're saying.
I got multiple scholars from Judaism and Greek, the Grecian Christians who are saying the same thing. The name of Jesus is not it's not an interpretation of Yeshua. It is actually a Hellenized, Romanized version of Zeus. People have been saying that. Now, when you read the Chi Psi Sigma, always understand that the Hebrew language, every single alphabet, every single letter has a numeric value. The same with Greek. Chi is 600, Psi is 60, and Sigma is 6. So when John on the island of Patmos was telling people about the Antichrist, what he was telling us was that they were Hellenizing our religion and handing us back a false Messiah.
All right.
That's what John was arguing. That's why they put him on the island, and that's why they boiled his ass in oil.
Oh, bro. You going in the back. Golly, I can't say 2 words. 2 words. You going in the back, man. I tried. I can't say nothing. So I'm looking at this Jupiter information. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like I said, they called him Jupiter. Now, interestingly, I did see the Jove, the Jove that you were talking about. But when you know how it has the phonetic strip, how to say it, it's IUV-IS. I know IOVIS. So I would like to hear how this is pronounced, because you could be misconstruing it. And this is what happened when you guys get pseudo. And this is why I try to make you guys and pull this. It's like pulling teeth with y'all to actually prove what y'all saying. Because with the phonetics, it's IOVIS. Now, I don't know how the Greek phones are supposed to be pronounced, but maybe we could get this pronounced by someone that can speak Greek, or is there an app that we can use to see how this name is pronounced? Because he's trying to say this is where they get Jehovah from. He also said Yashua is not a name. But the name Yashua or Yeshaya, however you want to say it, is attested anciently in the ancient world. We got it written. I believe it's in the Armana tablets. So it's like, bro, sometimes y'all got to just put a pause on this pseudo stuff. I'm going to let you back in, but golly, I shouldn't have to fight you to speak on my own platform.
Pardon self, brother. I didn't mean to cut you off. I got excited because I've been sitting back listening, and I'm hearing all of these things, and I'm like getting all of these points in my head. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not. I was literally, just letting everybody just argue their points. And sometimes, when people, they everybody's going in their own direction, the argument kind of gets lost. But I wanted to hold on to some of the points that I wanted to argue. So I apologize for being adamant and speaking over you, brother. This is your platform, and I respect you to the fullest. I respect your knowledge and your scholarship, brother. Please don't take me the wrong way.
No, I'm not taking you the wrong way. I already know how you are. You talkative.
Listen. I argue. I do. I argue, and when I get adamant about something, I try to bring when I'm arguing hard body, and I don't let any air in between my first statement and my first word and my period.
Trust me, I know.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying to you, the only reason I'm speaking because it got quiet and it was only one sided. I was like, let me say something because at first I wasn't saying nothing.
He was arguing against it.
Yeah. When it was you, Dorf L, and Yashar and Jihad, I was.
Yashar was arguing against us too. He got his position and he came with some good facts. You know what I'm saying? I'm not arguing that the brothers don't have good argumentation. I'm saying like when it comes to this information, there has to be some more research done. But I'm gonna bring it. I'm gonna bring the smoke. And a lot of people are gonna be really upset that their prophet is a daggone traitor. Like the apostle is a traitor.
Yeah, we had that debate here on who debated Paul?
Who did that? Did they do it good or they lost?
LP won. He beat Isabio.
Arguing the same points that I'm arguing right now?
No, it wasn't that intricate. It was
okay.
It was Paul killed people. Paul was like the normal Paul arguments that I've heard before. And he lost. He ended up losing that. The brother didn't have a PowerPoint either, which hurt him tremendously. Okay. But his argument was trash.
His argument was trash.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have to agree with somebody to tell you if your argument is good or not. You know
right.
My biggest example of that is when the leader of GOCC debated James White. I don't know if y'all saw that.
No.
James White wiped the floor with him. And James White is he's a Calvinist, if I'm not getting him mistaken. I don't agree with no damn Calvinist.
Oh my God, he's a Calvinist?
Yeah, but I can clearly see that this white pasty man that believe in Calvinism clearly just beat this Hebrew Israelite. My ideology is more on the Israelite side, but I'm not going to let that blind the fact that I can see who gave a good performance.
Right.
That's King Self beat Israel Doctrine. And it was on, they were debating what hit the world stage first, the Bible or Ma'at. And I believe that King Self provided a way better argument for Ma'at being the world stage first than the Bible. So I don't care what you believe in, man. I just wanted to say something because it was nobody. Y'all just started having a preaching session. I'm like, nah, I can't have it. Let me go. Let me cut in.
So you had to bring contention, but that's cool. And that's I'm not in here to kumbaya. We here to try to break down facts, and that's gonna cause that we're gonna have to have some contention in order to get down to the nitty gritty.
Hey, Yashub, I just sent you two. I just sent you two source. Well, it's in one source, but that's some of the linguistic stuff. How Jesus is Zeus as well in the Latin.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll look into it, man. I ain't worried about the but this brother right here got to worry about next Saturday. That's what you worried about.
He's next Saturday.
Yeah, no, I'm good because I'm gonna get some assignments done. So I'm gonna already be in my scholastic mind because this is the last week for my course, and then next Wednesday at 7:00, that Tuesday, I'm already gonna set up my PowerPoint, like just slowly put it together. But Tuesday, I'm gonna put all the work in.
Now make sure this time, if your computer ain't acting right, you let Yashub gets his PowerPoint. So
I'm
you know,
gonna send. If I have to send the PowerPoint to somebody else so they can go through each slide, I'll do that. I'll do that.
You send it to Jeremiah, not me. On the day of.
Absolutely.
He debated me.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Like, listen to me. I trust you. I trust you. You'll go through my slides properly.
No, Jeremiah gonna handle that.
I'll let Jeremiah do it then.
Yeah. But yeah, man, it's almost 10 o'clock where I'm at. I know it's 10 o'clock where you at too.
Man. We on the other side of the world. Everybody want to think the world is flat and ain't flat.
Nah,
hey, Zion,
around Earth.
Let me get your email in the back chat.
All right, brother. I'll send it back there. I'll do that right now.
All right, brothers. I'm gonna shut it down and get ready for another day at slavery.
All right, brother.
All right, shalom.
Shalom.